last time, if you want to take a gander in your brain and consider,
A bit of a gander.
yes, a bit of a gander, take a peek. Last time, you escaped the warehouse, filled with the black ooze, went up to the dock on the western island and met DET, who had been alluded to in the tape you found.
Yes.
And he explained to you that he had previously attempted to escape with another stranger. However, that attempt presumably failed, leaving him behind as maybe the sole survivor. And after a little bit of conversation, you came to the conclusion that you had half of a strange apparatus that could perhaps help you get up the river and maybe escape. But in order to find the other half, you would have to venture deep into one of the oxygen domes on a neighboring island, which you did. You eventually made your way over after an arm wrestling contest, I believe.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, your old man.
We got a
bones
pirate
crumbled.
ship flag.
Yo, yeah,
Perfect.
yes, the pirate ship flag.
Tis like One Piece.
And then after breaching the I think one of the vents on the oxygen dome, you found yourself in a strange, maybe too alive forest with very screaming trees. And as you ventured deeper, you found a abandoned little maybe research facility.
Is the wood sample like if I turn it bark side out, do I just see like moving veins?
That's a good question, and we'll get to that probably. I
All
think
will
it's
be
gonna come.
answered next time.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, you went to the research facility, grabbed the other half of the strange apparatus, but only after obliterating a newborn vine creature who had been awakened by said apparatus.
And James.
And then Oros accidentally triggered a horrible disaster.
It's like in Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Yeah, kind of like that. You unleashed a spreading black ooze that slowly consumed the various greenery that inhabited the dome.
I mean, what can I say?
And
Your ooze
escaped
isn't big, then what are you?
by the skin of your feet.
Ew. At least I have them on this character.
And as you evacuated the island, looking behind you, you saw the ooze slowly pouring out of the sides of the dome through the vents. And that is where we ended last time. So, we will pick up directly from there, where you very hastily are presumably leaving the island.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Are you going to do that via any quick means, like the like flying and or enter the earthboard, or just kind of walking?
I assume that we're both flying.
Yeah, it's probably.
I'm taking
'Cause
the
we can do
husk,
that.
the
And none of the silly non-flyers are here.
the husk of JX.
Oh right.
Yeah.
With what's his name?
Bull
Bull?
inside.
Bull
Yep.
inside him.
Bull pilot.
Haphazardly piloting
Like in Kirby Planet Robobot.
Oh my god.
It's
I'll
all a
throw
reference
down
to Kirby.
the cool skateboard, earthboard that I got.
Right along. All right. So as you begin to evacuate the area, you see that the various people that I guess inhabited this area are also evacuating with you to some extent, fleeing in a panic after seeing, I guess the centerpiece of their home slowly dissolve in a sense, and they're not exactly feeling restful, I guess. Things are going to crap, and they realize that.
Oh. Oh.
So if you want, you can actually make a perception check, Oros, to see if you can hear what they're saying. Because there's a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming.
Perception. Sure will.
All right, 19. That's very good. So as you were speeding down one of the main roadways, you kind of hear little splashes of very like a very similar kind of pattern of people shouting one word. I guess two words technically. Uh, carrots, carrots. They yell. No. You hear the cultivator pop up a lot. Almost people screaming the cultivator in some sense.
Plants.
You gather that maybe they're kind of screaming for the cultivator, whatever the cultivator is. But other than that, that's the main thing that you kind of are picking up as
I
you're
can't believe
leaving.
the cultivator would do this. I
Yeah.
trust him.
So, I guess where you heading from here? Because now I'd say you have successfully evacuated the area.
We going straight over here.
Yeah.
Straight over here. Straight
Yeah.
over. Can you?
I
Straight
guess we're going back here.
I don't see the end.
I put the ping.
Oh, I don't see.
I put. Oh my.
God is not very good at this.
God is trying his best, okay? Uh-oh.
Oh, he's still gone.
God has left us. Great.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Hi.
I'm back.
Everything good?
Yep.
Should be.
Cool. Yeah, you make your way over to the dock. No issue. Just a lot of screaming because as you leave, you kind of turn around and see behind you that various other people are kind of following you out in a speedy manner, presumably to also evacuate the island. There are I think there are hundreds and thousands, not hundreds of thousands, just hundreds of people kind of streaming off of the bridges.
We just
that'll be-
poisoned the city's air supply.
You poisoned.
We poisoned Earth's air supply. Buddy, pal, Terran of mine.
Light of my life. Apple of my eye.
Okay. So as you make your way up the dock, the boat is in the same place as it was before. The sign that said "boat for sale" has been removed, and the ladder is in the same place as where you left it. So you can just
The boat is no longer for sale.
no longer for sale.
We'll keep JX down here. We don't want to break the ladder.
Yeah, JX stays down there. Bolt kind of hops out. He can latch
Yes.
onto your leg if you want. So you climb up the ladder, descend into the boat, open the door to DET's little home, perhaps a storage area, where you first met him. He's not there when you initially open it.
How
It's
could he do this?
in relatively the same state that you left it, but a lot more is kind of thrown around. Is there anything you're looking to do at this point?
DT?
I'm down here.
Where'd that come from?
I'm down here. You hear it kind of through the floorboards. His voice is kind of like piercing up through.
Are there any stairways
Or
that go
hatches?
down?
You might have to look around. There aren't any that are visible in your little area.
A bit of investigation.
Can I
Perhaps.
also make an investigation, but to look at what's changed?
Okay. Absolutely. Gerald, you're stumbling around a little bit, looking through the various piles of books and relics of kind of this area, like scrapyard pieces. You don't see anything that might be a hatch, but you do think that maybe outside on the greater deck there might be a way to get down. Oros, you looking around, you can tell that the crystal and the vial of the black ooze that you left DET have disappeared. They are no longer at his desk where you left them for him to kind of research. And then other than that, maybe there's like some various pieces of metal that have been taken out, and then kind of all the items and stuff that were kind of relying on that kind of tumbled down. What did you take?
Pieces of scrap.
It's
Some
just for,
metal.
okay. All right,
Like
you can shove that into your bag.
Chip. Scrap. Metal.
Yeah, it's like some little eye bar pieces and like rusty sheet metal. I guess you can kind of fit in there.
I'll take like a rusty screw if I could find one.
Yeah, rusty screws, various tools that have long since lost their purpose.
You think the way's outside?
Probably. There's probably like a porthole or something on the side of the ship.
Alright, let's try it out.
All right, make your way outside. Open the door. Wide open deck.
More investigation.
Yeah.
All the same thing.
I mean, it's
Or
a
if you wanna
boat.
throw
It's
one
a
in
boat.
too.
What else do you want me
It's
to
a boat.
say? It's a boat. Come on.
Yeah, it's a boat.
Oh.
It's a boat.
You do see kind of in the center of the boat, kind of where the mast posts, the big mast posts are. I don't know if that's the right word. There are these like little lattices kind of in the ground that you can maybe like kind of take up and then crawl down into an underneath space, kind of below the deck.
Elderly first.
Don't want to break his bones, do we?
Do you want me to go down there so if you fall, I could catch you?
That's a good idea. I want to make sure I can be like a cushion.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry. I'll go first, and then I'll be your spot, just in case you forget how to climb a ladder.
There isn't a ladder. You're just gonna have to like kind of drop down.
Dementia.
Oh, okay, then I'll definitely go down. I'll
Yes,
catch
you will have to catch it.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay,
I
don't
can
worry.
just fly down.
It's too
Yeah,
small
so
for that. It's too small. I'll catch it. Don't worry.
Just-
The broom diameter, it doesn't fit the hole in the ground. You get
Okay.
stuck.
Yeah, so you can very easily kind of remove the little lattice piece and then, I guess, descend into a little darker kind of space, lit up by maybe a few candles kind of scattered around on the walls.
I'll take the drift globe and I'll activate it for
Ooh.
some light.
All right. Activate the drift globes. The area becomes much more visible. You see down here, kind of looks like a workshop, maybe. There are various strange tools kind of lined against the walls, a workbench with various kind of pieces of metal, and also on that workbench you see the crystal and the vial that you had given DET to mess with, and you see like a lot of pieces of paper kind of scattered about with various notes written on them as well.
Gerald, I got you. Come on.
Gerald.
Look. I will hop down.
Oh, terrible.
But I will do it in a manner that will make it as hard for him to catch me as possible.
You're gonna go head
Like-
first.
I'm gonna do like the jack.
Bash his skull in a little bit. Make sure he leaves with a note.
Can I make like
Maybe
an
a bit of a
athletics check to
backflip
see if
here
I
and
can
there.
catch him?
Sure, yeah, why not?
Natural 20.
I'll do an acrobatics.
Scuba's not gonna contest that now, 20. Oros, you almost
It's like a
get.
gymnastics.
Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?
performance.
Oh, and I catch him by the
I
foot.
do like all these flips, and then he like catches me, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like I grab both the top of it, bottom of his feet, and then he's just standing there. God, go
Twirl
ahead. And then
him around.
I let go. I grab him by the waist like a cheerleader, and then I twirl him around.
Only after almost getting decked.
Almost, but I noticed. It.
Almost. You gently lower Gerald
Gracefully.
to the ground, making sure not to damage any of
Are
his
you okay?
fragile old man
you
bones.
Your bones, they almost broke on us.
Can't be having that. Also, as the light fills the room, you also hear from what appears to be a door separating you from another room. I'm here. Come on. Oh, please, you
I
open the
guess
door.
we
I
go
don't
through the
know.
door.
Come on.
Well, I'm gonna look at the papers that are scattered by the vial of ooze.
All right. You walk over and kind of gaze at the scattered papers, and you see that a lot of it to you is kind of indecipherable. It's very wordy and not written in a very eloquent manner, almost as if he was writing it very much for himself and not for other people to read necessarily. But you do see a lot about kind of the relationship between maybe the crystal and the ooze. Although what that relationship exactly entails is unknown to you.
Oh. Okay.
So there's that. Gerald, you wanted to open the door?
Yes.
Yes.
Me.
The door slowly creaks open, and you see DET is kind of working on a strange apparatus attached to what might be the rudder of the ship. It's shaped almost like a kind of dome with a circular hole in the center, and various pieces of machinery and gears kind of going off of it. It's about maybe Gerald's height, and otherwise it looks a little dilapidated, but it's functioning to some degree. Oh, you've made it. Oh, great, excellent. Did you not die?
We did not.
I'll admit that was a little surprising. So a little unrelated, but I want to get this straight first. I heard some screaming earlier.
Yeah. Ooh. So we got the thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But we may have poisoned this place's air supply.
He did do that.
Yeah, we had a kerfuffle at the oxygenator.
He like cursed the plants or something.
Oh, okay. You're
And
gonna.
now
Okay.
it's all a big black ooze.
So maybe we should.
Can you explain that one more time, maybe, so I can fully.
All right, we got to the place, right?
Got to the place, right?
We went through the vents. There were these
okay.
very beautiful trees. I wanted a sample. You know, I've been collecting these little pieces of wood, so I chip a little bit out of it,
Right.
and it starts screaming at me. So I grab my chip, and we head into the lab, and there's this live plant. And I'm like, okay, well, last time there was something that formed in the other place. It was a very dangerous enemy, right? So I decided to, I would just curse the plant. I'd make it so it shrivels up and dies, like with my blight, blight.
With your
my
weird
defiled ground. I defiled
your skin condition.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you need like ointment? I have ointment in the corner.
No, I'm fine. It acts like a lubricant on its own. But
that's not what I. Okay. Continue.
So I defiled it.
You defiled it?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean by you defile
I
it?
scatter some like seeds on the ground, and then I cast defile ground, or I use it, and then they just start shriveling up and turning darker and decaying.
And you got the thing. You got half of the organic capacitor in that.
Yeah, it grew.
Okay.
It didn't shrivel.
So the ooze it spread.
I may have made some ooze by doing that, and then it grew, and then it reproduced, and then it grew throughout the entire forest of the Oxy Dome, and now the entirety of that dome is ooze.
That is certainly not ideal.
It's not the only
Yeah.
Oxy Dome, right?
That is what I was going to say. It's not entirely a massively horrible problem since you have Oxydomes 2A, 2B on the
largest one.
the northeastern island.
The oxygen will be very bad here now.
I don't know if that's necessarily the worst problem, if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, because you also released a bunch of the ooze,
Yeah.
and it is currently like pouring out of this thing of the oxydome.
Maybe. So I feel like we gotta figure out how to counter this ooze. Maybe there's something in the, in the main island. We could just go there.
Well, that's the good news. That is the good news. Because while you were gone, I was doing the research on the sample you left me of the ooze and the blue crystal, and after a little bit of trial and error, I found that I was able to subdue the ooze with the crystal. It took a lot of energy, but I believe if we are able to use the crystal in a very specific way, we could create something that could maybe hold back the ooze and or push it back into the dome, maybe. But that's a second priority thing because we have other things to worry about, as in getting you two out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like the next step, now that we got this thing,
Mhm.
we set a course for this dock right here.
Right.
It's only 45 feet away.
I can see it from here. It's right there.
It's right over there. I can just walk to it.
Yes. Didn't you have a friend you needed to get, or is that?
That I feel like that's on the way out. They will wait
Yeah.
for us. I could do something. Hold on, because I thought about
Oh.
this. I need some time to do it though. I need a couple minutes. Once you start trying to get the ship running, I will be able to contact our friend, I think.
Oh. All right. Well, we have to do something else first, because if you notice, we have these two halves that need to go together, right?
Yeah, just here. Do I have the mending cantrip? That would be very helpful. No, I do not.
All right.
That would just be like, get rid of your quest.
There we go. No more problem. As you hold up the two parts together,
Yeah,
kind of like
just
right here, and you slowly try to bring them closer. However, as you begin to kind of narrow the gap between these two halves, you feel almost like a kind of magnetic force push back, as if they're repelled, or if they're repelling each other.
Hey D, what's this all about? Come on, man.
Well, it's a polarity thing. They're kind of not. It's hard to explain because of the way the crystal works itself.
What do you need then?
I need some way to keep them together for a short period of time.
Oh, here.
While
I just shove them together, and then I
All
start
right.
wrapping it with like with something.
Well-
I try to bind it.
Give me like a strength check first to see how well you can get them sticking.
Just straight up check.
Yeah, strength check. Athletics works fine. Okay.
Natural 20.
Not bad at all.
I have a +2 to strength.
After. Yeah, you begin to scream with the amount of effort and strength they have to put into keeping these two pieces together, since they do not want to get stuck. So you're kind of shoving them together. Gerald, is there anything you want to do to help him?
You should start
Let's see.
rapping as I'm pushing them together. Like try to bind them.
I guess. So what check would that be?
So I guess if you want to take some like rope and kind of wrap it together, you could do like sleight of hand or any kind of dexterity as well would work. I think sleight of hand probably work the best. Just gonna like tie that knot well
Try to
while
do it
he's
while, like, I'm
holding it
away.
close. Yeah,
Gives you a slave hand. Oh, it's pretty good.
that is pretty good.
21, pretty good. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at
I
all.
get
take-
advantage on that. There's a
No.
lot of green on my screen.
Oh my god, there is. Wait, did you get
I got a nat 20 on the athletics check to catch
that's
them.
two? Right, that's two. Okay. All right. Gerald, you are able to kind of get some rope and tie them together to, I guess, help keep them for a short time.
What
and then-
do you need? Come on, we have
And
it.
then DT starts rushing over. His little strange kind of antenna on the back turns into like a little arm, which extends off, and with a little kind of plasma tool, it welds the two pieces together. And for 5 seconds. I need one more. I need like a strength save, I suppose. You will have advantage because of Gerald's efforts.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. I just want to check something. Ooh. I do have powerful build. So I'm just hopefully that is just logic.
Oh, what is powerful?
It's
that's
just,
pretty good. I
I'm
think-
just a size larger when it comes to carrying or pushing and pulling.
All right. You manage to hold the two pieces together for a few more seconds as DT is able to finish the weld, and then the two pieces are fully situated together and presumably working in the way that they originally did.
Was that the
So it's
intended
now-
way of us doing that, D?
Well, I mean, there wasn't really we just needed to get them together.
Okay.
Like I guess we could have used like a vice. I don't know. I mean, what you did was great. I very much appreciate that.
There's a lot of power behind these bones. These oozing bones.
Yeah, I still feel like some like skin lotion would be.
No, it's
Great,
fine.
like-
All that force gave myself a nose.
It looks a little bit dry around your elbow.
No, it's
Where
fine.
the
It's
bone
fine.
where the bone is sticking out a little bit. I feel like we could rectify that maybe.
I'm all right.
but-
It's not sticking out. It's just how thin, extremely thin. I
Yeah. Do you have like a some kind of doctor you could speak to, or
What's a
go
doctor?
to for it? That might okay.
What do you mean,
We
like a
we can
shaman?
talk about that later. I can
Okay.
yeah. All right. So now I need your help with one more thing, and this might be a little weird.
Oh god.
And he
You want my ooze,
he-
don't you?
he turns around, and you see in his back there is a gear-shaped hole, which is exactly the same size as the organic capacitor.
I'm gonna let Gerald do this one.
Okay.
So well
Or
done, dear.
Oros hands you the organic
And
capacitor,
I'm gonna get to
Gerald.
work
Okay.
on a ritual that I'm going to start to cast.
All right, cool.
He's gonna make more ooze.
Oh God, James, please.
No.
No. All right. So, Gerald, would you like to insert the the gear into the hole.
Sure.
All right.
I will do it.
Nervous, you slowly begin to take
Ooh,
the
it's an
gear
hour.
closer and closer. Okay, to the hole, and you kind of push it in, and you feel a little click, and you step back a little bit because you feel like strange vibrations start pulsing out of the hole, and a blue kind of shimmering light begins to shine out in the cracks of DET's decrepit body. And slowly you hear kind of a whirring sound begin to build up as the various pieces that compose DET's body begin to shift and kind of expand as a strange kind of blue light emerges from the top of his head where the antenna is.
Mhm.
And then it kind of calms down. Nothing else really seems to happen. So presumably it went right. DT kind of turns to you and is like, "All right, does everything look good? Am I blowing up? Is there any smoke? I can't see.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay, good.
You
Because
will not blow up now.
last time there was smoke, so I guess things have improved a little bit. So I guess I need to explain how this works.
Come up here. It's better up here. It's more light.
Well,
Up to the
what?
where we met him.
That's
where Oros went to.
Well, it's easier because I have the actual thing I need to explain right here. Any
Okay,
points to be?
I'll stay over here then.
Well, yeah, it might be easier if you come in here.
Oh, fine. And you're like clattering as he like grabs all of his components and he just starts. Hold on, and then just a couple like drop on the ground. As oh shoot, and then he jumps down the hole and he just grabs it and he splashes it onto the work table where it's just a bunch of ritual components.
What are you trying? Are you trying to summon a demon on my boat?
Close enough, but just let me focus. I gotta do this for about an hour.
Oh.
I'll keep an ear out though. I just gotta concentrate on this.
All right. Well. This gear gives me the power to operate this.
To cleanse this world.
To cleanse it. to operate this rudder and turn a propeller that should move the boat upstream without any issue, especially of the breach, which has the most raging water in this area. So now that shouldn't really be a problem.
So now you are now the boatman.
I am now the boatman because I can just fit myself into this little hole.
Elden.
As like Oros just puts a brass brazier on the table and like a bag of charcoal, he starts putting it into the holder. As he lights it, a small fire starts going.
Are you going to leave like permanent scars?
No, it's fine. It's just I have to do this. It's magic, you know.
I don't really know.
He takes like a pocket of like time and
time
and what would it be? It's just other herbs. So he just throws it in there and starts smoking, and he starts smelling it all throughout the boat.
Oros, are you doing weed?
No. And he takes out like a wrapped bundle of twigs.
And he takes out a bong.
Yeah.
Is that a blunt? Is that a blunt, Oros?
No, shut up.
Anyway, so now we shouldn't have any issue getting upstream to the dock and maneuvering around the river. Oros, do you need? Seriously, I'm worried about you right now.
Why? I'm casting a ritual. You don't have to worry about me. It's fine.
All right. Well, I guess we can leave you be.
It's only a self-destruct
It only takes an hour,
spell.
so tell me when an hour passes. I'm just gonna keep tinkering with it.
All right. And an hour passes because you're not doing I guess anything else.
All right.
So after that hour, what happens?
As a huge smoke cloud just pops up where the fire was going, And
All right.
Oros casts Wild Companion. So a raven with the gross ooziness out of his dark eyes appears, and it is Oros's familiar. His name.
What is that?
Oh.
It's shoot, I didn't name it yet. Any ideas?
Well, I mean, like, what is that? Not what.
It's
like what?
my familiar.
And you
He's
just
my eyes in the sky.
you just made it appear out of nothing.
Not out of nothing. Look, the fire is gone. The whole setup is.
Oh, so you made it out of fire?
No, it was magic. You know magic. Come on.
Well, I know
Charcoal,
of
incense, herbs.
my previous partner dabbled in a bit of the art,
Yep.
but I didn't really observe it up close like that.
Well, that's just what it is. You give ingredients and it pops out a oozy raven.
It just sounds like science.
Yeah, basically.
It's just science but different.
Kind of. I need a name for this thing though. Anyone got any ideas?
A name? Well, I do have a few generators built into my operating system that I can use.
Damn it! Why did I ask?
Just give me a moment to boot up my system a little bit.
He's pulling up his feet.
Let's see. Shug.
Soog.
Spelled S-U-G.
Okay.
Soog.
Soog.
I believe Soog is a good name.
Soog the familiar.
Soog.
Okay, Soog, you hear that? That's your new name.
Soog.
And then I'm gonna grab a piece of parchment from anywhere. I'm gonna write out a quick message. It's like, got the boat, going to central island. Pick you up at dock. Also, air supply contaminated. Be careful.
Ah.
And I'll fold it up. I'll tie a ribbon to it. I'll put it under Sood's talons. I'm like, all right, Sood. And I telepathically communicate to him the place where I want him to go, the exact the look of it and where it is compared to.
Yeah, he'll understand. I think he gets. Soog knows.
All right. How about you go there, Sood, and then you come back to me.
Cool.
Good. And I'll send him out.
All right. He flaps through the lattices on the top of the deck and flies into the distance. So hopefully he
It's a very it's not.
Oh, excuse me. As he screams his way all the way to the inn. So that has been taken care of.
Hey Gerald, I actually need your help with something. You can fly,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a large black flag from my backpack. Can you help me?
Oh
with
yeah,
this? I don't
we
think I
gotta
can get
put up the Trolley Roger.
Wait. What is that?
Oh,
Where did you get that?
I found it. Some guy near the air dome. He was like arm wrestling people, and because how strong I was, he saw me catch Gerald. I beat him, and he gave me this flag.
Because my previous partner, that was his flag.
Was he a pirate? Did you have a pirate as a partner?
Well.
Did he have an eye patch?
No, his eyes were very weird. He had like white eyes. But he was a pirate in some sense. Maybe like he was innately a pirate. He didn't like do pirate things, but he had pirate in his general demeanor.
It was in his bio. Got
it. Yes, that's the bomb. Sure. But I'm glad to see you found that.
Yeah.
Because
It seemed like it's the crown jewel to this boat. Actually, Does this boat have a name on the side? Do you have it like do you have a name for it?
I believe it was named the Friend, the Friend. I think the Friend.
The Friend?
The
I'll spell it out for you. And he goes over to his desk with the.
Don't do the Jean Powder right now. don't make it name just the Friend.
No. Yeah, he goes over to the to his desk and writes on a sheet of paper the full word.
What does that mean?
It's
just
the
Friend.
it's the Friend.
It's literally just the Friend.
Are you attached to this name?
Well, I'm not particularly.
I'm already very attached.
He was.
Okay, don't worry. All right, fine. And then I'd go out to the dock of the ship. I'm not sure if they follow, but
I think it should be a
will
group
follow.
effort to decide the name of the ship.
No, I don't want to write the Friend. Oh my god! Hold on, I got.
Well, you could always just write the Friendship.
No. No, that's it. All right. Here, let me. I gotta pull it up. Hold on. It's the future.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling it up. That's what I'm doing. Hold on. Let's see.
How about the?
All right. I will use my druidic powers, and on the side of the boat, I'll form some barnacles.
USSSUS.
on the side of the boat, I'll form some barnacles to shoot. Do I name this thing a real name, or do I name it the Friend?
The Friend.
Well,
Or the USSSUS.
No. You know what? I'm gonna write in druidic, but the thing is with druidic, it's a language, so.
Like,
It's a
spoken
secret
language.
I
or
don't know
written?
if Druidic has a written form.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can speak the language and use it to leave a hidden message.
See, you're gonna leave a hidden message on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then people won't see it as text.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be like a weird font, but it's still.
No, that would just be like a weird pattern of barnacles. That's what it means by hidden
basically.
message. But it wouldn't be like a word.
Yeah, it's just kind of. Okay, well, you can do that.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Like you can do that, but no one's gonna notice it as the name of the ship.
So what are you writing?
I'll write. Hold on. I'll figure it out.
You'll figure. So you.
It won't really matter, because no one will see it anyway.
That's a very creative pattern of barnacles you put on the side of my ship.
Thank you.
So I guess I'll take the paint and then I'll write the Freund.
The Freund.
The Freund.
The Freund. Yeah, there's like a little can of paint in the corner, just kind of white, generic paint. You can just kind of.
The Freund.
The Freund.
The Freund.
The Freund. And then Oros's barnacles can just be.
They're on top of the paint. It just looks like it rusted over.
I have no idea what these barnacles are supposed to represent.
It just looks like braille.
I don't think he does either.
It's just.
I think it's a creative addition
you guys can't read
to the wonderful writing that my good old man Gerald here did.
James, Druidic messages aren't read. They're just like a sign.
Yeah.
They're a signal. They're not like.
He's doing some stretching to get the message across.
Yeah. Oh, also, you guys don't even know it's a message unless you make a DC 15 Wisdom.
It's like trying to write
check.
Thieves Can't.
I understand. I understand.
Thieves can't what?
Thieves can't what?
Oh.
But if you wanted to know that I actually wrote words, then you'd have to make a DC 15.
Well, you did it.
Check. I left a message,
Yeah, you left a message.
Yeah,
not
if you want to know
words.
that there's okay.
What was
I
it?
understand that completely. I understand that it's not writing, it's not a language, but it's a message and it can be deciphered.
What's the check?
DC 15 perception to know that it's actually a message.
Perception.
But
All right.
it takes magic to decipher it.
DE. Oh, it takes me. Oh. Okay. Well, then DET
Fridge.
cannot. DET was going to consider doing that.
It's like maybe comprehend languages, I think, or like I don't know.
Yeah. Something
that
kind of
would
like
decipher.
right.
Thieves can.
Thieves can't.
Thieves
What? All right. So are we good with this now? Because
Yes.
I mean, I'm ready to.
The Freund is ready to set sail.
Yes.
Absolutely, the Freund.
The Freund.
Yep.
You know, he always used to say, "Believe in the power of the Freundship." That was
Are you
his
sure you
motto.
didn't say the word friend, like pronounced friend?
It's been like a month. Or I can't. I don't want to think. I don't want to think about it. You're tarnishing my vision.
Didn't get the pronunciation right, and he didn't understand. Have you really not heard of the word friend before?
I think the pirate
Well,
guy
why
was
would it be
Scottish.
Why would it be the friendship? That doesn't make
That would
any
be
sense.
stupid.
The friendship makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, how
Like,
about
phonetically,
you
it just
show
works.
us how to start this ship, or how to maneuver it, just in
Right,
case like you might be incapacitated one day. We just gotta know how
Well,
to use it.
if I am incapacitated one day, then this plan is not going to work out because I need to be in the rudder, like in that hole down there.
Oh.
Like I'll show you.
How
It
about
kind of brings you
teach us
back
how to
down.
steer it?
Well,
How
I
do you
mean,
show
one
us
of you will need to steer it probably, because I'm simply powering the ship itself. I'm making it go.
Is anyone proficient
with
in
water vehicles?
Yeah.
No.
No. No.
I've
I don't
tried.
think that's even a proficiency you can get.
It is.
Well,
it is,
if land vehicles.
Oh,
I'd
what
assume
about
there's.
the sailor background? I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's not that hard to pilot. Don't worry. I've put instructions
You got a lot of
on the side.
room, anyways.
There's an instruction manual.
All you'll have to worry about is steering left and right. And I'm pretty sure you're fine with that, since those masts up there aren't going to make any difference since there's no wind.
Oh yeah, does anyone have like the gust spell?
No.
No. Which is why I'm powering the ship,
Yes.
because we actually need to move against the current, so it works out. So as long as you have like a good sense of left and right, and also have common sense, then I think it'll be fine.
I got this, guys.
Gerald, can you be the driver?
I will drive.
No.
I think your many years of experience will aid you in
many
the
years
task.
of experience.
Yeah, your elderliness.
Yes, this will all go wonderfully, I'm sure.
Your wisdom.
Or else, can you help me get into the hole?
Yeah, sure.
Please? Thank you. He takes you again back down to the little other rudder area with
right,
the
Gerald,
strain.
I'm gonna leave
I will
you.
go
Just
up
don't
to
go to
the
sleep. Don't go towards the light. All right. I'm gonna leave you for a little bit.
Don't die, please.
Don't you know.
So you can very easily kind of like as soon as you bring DET towards the hole, his legs kind of retract into his body. The antenna also kind of goes in, and you kind of fit him inside like a little orb. And then suddenly, as you push him in, the blue light that was kind of shedding from his body immediately begins to kind of shine through the machinery in the main apparatus as well.
It's like Ben 10.
And then the whirring that you heard earlier also begins to pick up, and a kind of, I guess the general background noise of machinery begins to increase, like an airplane, kind of in that sense, where it's always loud. So I mean, I don't have to start it up yet. Like, this is just kind of the general like upkeep. So if you need to, do you guys need to get anything, like any resources, or are you just kind of good? You good?
I got a lot of collected stuff.
I
All right.
think we're good. I have my pelts, my bones.
His bone. Oh, good. I was worried you
have
left
my
some of his
boat.
bones
Did
at
you leave
home.
your bones behind? Do you want me to go grab
That
them?
No.
wouldn't have been good.
No, I carry all my bones with
Well,
me
I
at
don't
all
think the
times.
bones would have made a difference. They're too fragile anyway, so they're just kind of.
That's why I always carry a spare set.
Do you want me to leave you here? Should I go back up with Gerald?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I can connect to the speaker system that's within the boat, so I can communicate with you that easily. So we're all good.
I'm gonna, like,
So you can.
stretch my arms up through the hole and just gonna pull myself up. Ugh.
I don't like that.
Me neither.
I don't like that. All right. So as you emerge from the depths of the boat, you see that slowly the boat begins to kind of pick up and remove itself from the dock. And by that I mean it just goes forward.
Is Bull on the ship?
Bull is on the ship. He was chilling in
JX!
Orc.
JX!
And as the boat begins to move forward, you see JX immobile on the
Wait,
dock.
where's the other guy? Gerald, and we just left them.
Hey, where's JX?
We can
Bull,
swing
Bull,
around and pick
go-
them up.
No, it's too much of a detour. Bull, you jump off and you navigate him all the way back to the house.
Throw me!
Okay.
All right, thank you. Wait, before you do that, wait, does this boat have cannons?
Does this boat have cannons, D?
You can do an investigation check if you just want to kind of check on yourself, like peer over the boat, kind of take a look. This boat does have cannons.
Let's do it. I'm just gonna.
Put me in the cannon! Yes!
Do I aim it at the dock?
Yeah, you load Bull into
Fly.
his fish bowl, which will work as a perfectly fine cannonball, as long as it doesn't explode.
It's a cannon.
Load
It
him
will
in.
explode.
It is. The cannon appears to already have been loaded with all like the gunpowder and stuff, so there isn't
Grab
any
a
issue with
torch and
that.
go, like, strike it against like a giant match.
All right. Do you want to aim it first?
Yeah, I'm gonna aim it at the
Right. Maybe do like a sleight of hand. Gerald, you can aid if you want. You can fly. You have a better sense of
Who's
angles.
steering the ship? I have a -1 to sleight of hand. Oh god. Okay.
You'll do fine.
Oh.
Hey, it's
Pretty good.
That's really
You do manage
good.
to
That's 2 19s.
expertly,
pretty good.
I'd say. For you, expertly.
pretty good.
Maneuver
My
the
bones
cannon.
actually are alive
Pretty
this time. I can do.
They all crack into place. They're all good. Align the cannon.
I'm gonna light the fuse.
I'm ready! The fuse slowly begins to be dissolved by the fire until. As Ball is launched from the cannon
There's a Wilhelm
towards the dock.
scream as he flies.
Bull!
Ah!
Head to shoot, what's his
The
name?
end place.
Lycan. The
I heard it. Yeah, go. And you see as he impacts the dock, his ooze kind of breaking his fall, kind of like explodes out for a minute, and then collects back.
Auckland, that was his name.
What?
Auckland!
What? As you slowly begin to drift away, you're pretty sure he got the message.
What?
But
The
it-
Queen of England on May 3rd.
We're gonna get her this time.
Yeah. All right. The boat begins to drift forward until you cannot easily get off onto the dock. So yeah, who wants to be the driver?
I will drive.
Gerald
I'll
will
go
drive.
into Crow's Nest. Also,
Crow's Nest. All right.
could I attempt to look through my familiar's eyes, see if they're still within 100 feet?
Ooh, what's the stuff for that? What's the noosh? How do you do that? Like where's the
you know, it's to find familiar. So I just sit down, crisscross applesauce style. You know
Yep.
how it is.
Mhm.
Close my eyes, and then now, if it works, I am deafened and blinded, and I see through my familiar's eyes, and I hear what they hear.
Ooh.
But it has to be within 100 feet.
I see.
Bold strategy.
So I'm just seeing if they got a good distance yet.
All right. Yeah, that tracks. As you close your eyes, kind of gonna begin to go to a meditative state. You attempt to kind of connect with your familiar, and you sit there for like 1 or 2 minutes, maybe, just trying to make the connection. And you're struggling. Uh, you're pretty sure it's probably further than 100 feet at this point, so it is making good progress.
Okay. Good to know. I'm gonna stay up here and go like grab some, I don't know, some cushion. I'm just gonna stretch out, try to take a short rest to get my
Sure.
wild shape.
No problem with that. You have an excellent view of the central island from up here. You're pretty far away. I'd say it's about like a mile distance. Probably a little more. 5 miles at least.
Before
No.
I get some shut eye, I actually want to peer over to the air dome.
Oh, all right. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Not too good.
I
as
see
you're
a
looking
dome.
You see the dome. You're peering over. You're a little drowsy, trying to go and take your rest. You're not fully kind of gathering what you see. You see a commotion, kind of. You see various moving bits, some flying bits as well, circling around the dome. You see black. You see a little black. There is not any light specifically coming off of that island. Like they're all the houses and the apartments seem to be fully evacuated in the sense that all the lights are off. The street lights are also off, which is interesting. You find, but other than that, there isn't really much you can gather.
We gotta fix this. I'll go in.
Take your. Are you taking your short rest?
Yeah,
Feel free to.
try to. Just want to
Yep.
wild shape book.
No issue there. 30 minutes. I'd say at this point you guys are probably about this far because you still need to make your way all the way to the other dock over there. So it'll take a few hours probably. If you want, you can also do do shift changes maybe so both you and Gerald can kind of get some rest.
Gerald, you wanna take a rest up here? I made it nice and cozy.
Okay.
Only a little bit of ooze. I'll scaffold my way down.
All right. Yeah. You do your shift change. You're kind of chilling at this point. Not much seems to be happening. And then you hear a little bit of water kind of splash from the starboard side of the boat.
Oh, I look down. Oh.
The starboard side. I look at it as well.
You look at the starboard
Yeah,
side.
I look in the direction of starboard.
My favorite direction. You see kind of like ripples coming out from a place that you think kind of had a splash. But you don't see anything on the surface of the water. If anything, you might be gathering that kind of something went in to the water that was not previously underwater.
Try something.
Bit of a sploosh, bit of a splash, bit of a splosh.
Bit of a splash, sploosh.
A splish. A splush.
A splash.
A spliggity sploosh sploosh. Sploosh poloosh.
Both things I wanted to do either required me to touch it or see something. So.
Interesting.
I'm gonna keep that.
Now playing Dark.
Dark. My favorite of the five.
My favorite noise.
Yes. Forget white noise. I like my dark noise.
Yeah. It's It's all
Somebody-
that black noise, baby.
Let's go. I'm jamming out to my black noise. What do you want to do?
Just go keep an eye on it as we travel.
Keep an eye out. All right. Are you in the crow's nest right now, or is Gerald?
Gerald.
All right. So you're just kind of chilling by the cannons, then.
I'm steering the boat.
Oh, you are steering the boat. That's right.
are steering
Peering over, hands
Look at
kind of
you.
on the wheel, looking down. Yeah. The entire boat is in danger. With you at the wheel, I mean. And then from the. Give me a minute.
What's that? Are you looking at boat turns?
No.
We have port,
from the
starboard,
port side. From the port
Turn.
side.
In the port direction.
On the port side,
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna look
opposite.
at my little
Turn,
guide that's
helm.
posted right above the wheel. Port side, there's some disturbance. Looking at.
The hell
Yeah.
does that mean?
I don't know. It's like forward.
Left or right?
Front.
We'll say left is port side.
Left. Left is port side. I don't know
That
if that's
may or
right.
may not be true.
Time to
But
do some
port
Google
side.
searching.
This Please don't do Google searching. I'll look like a fool.
It's the right side. Starboard is the left.
You're looking on the right now. Port side.
And then the stern. Oh
The
wait,
world's
no,
magic.
wait.
What?
Wait a second. No, port side is the left side.
You're okay. Looking on the left now.
All right, and starboard is the right.
Right.
Forward is forward, and then stern is the back.
That makes sense. We're okay. All right. So now you were looking on the port side, where you heard another splash.
Huh.
You're over. Another few ripples.
If I like see a fin or like anything that indicates a creature, if I just spot
You're
it, as
gonna
soon as
need
I
a
do,
bigger
I wanna
boat.
do something.
All right.
As soon
You
as
can-
anything surfaces, I want to do something.
You're looking down. The water itself is already pretty dark since you're. It's both kind of nearing evening, and you're not really close enough yet. I mean, it's also on the left side, so
Hey,
a lot of
Gerald.
it is being hidden by the boat.
What?
Can you take over the wheel? I want to investigate this.
Okay.
Because you got you arrested, right?
You did,
Yes.
yeah. You both got arrested.
I
Yeah.
float down on my broom.
You're
Alright.
the drift globe. I'm gonna head
Alright.
over to the port side.
Cool. The boat's doing fine. You don't have to really worry about it. You're just gonna go straight at this point. Kind of, both of you are peering over. Gerald, you're a little bit further down because you're on your broom. The drift globe kind of glides down a little bit to light up the area. The harsh light illuminates the fact that there's nothing visible yet. Only the ripples of the water kind of following the boat. And you do hear a little kind of a whirring towards the stern, the back.
Do you have a
Hmm.
fishing line, Gerald?
No,
Can you, like,
I'm not a
find
fisher.
one? On this boat, would this pirate have a fishing line?
A fishing line? You can. You think that if anything, DET's cabin is definitely gonna have something like a fishing line, like where he keeps all of his junk and stuff.
A bit of something or
Gerald,
other.
you keep an eye on the back now. I'm gonna go grab this real quick. I'm gonna run.
You mean the stern?
Yes.
The stern?
Sorry, I wasn't near the guide where it tells you everything. I didn't know.
All right, so Gerald, you're hopping down to DET's cabin to get like the fishing line and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, you rummage around a little bit. You do eventually find some wire that'll probably work just fine. A few hooks as well. Go back up to Oros, hand him the line.
Hey, you
I
got
suppose.
sardines as well.
Do you want to look for sardines, Gerald?
Gerald, go back and look for sardines. I need sardines.
What do you? I mean, you can probably try to look for sardines if you want.
Or just like any small fish critters.
Oh, like bait.
Or a worm, maybe. I don't have anything that conjure any of these things, so I need someone to.
You gonna smoke or something?
Or we
You're-
do raw dog. We don't have.
Are you? I'm down here.
Hey,
Hello?
D, do you have any bait for
Any?
fishing?
Oh, like fishing bait?
I need tackle.
No.
Okay. I guess I'll cast the
Is-
line out then.
Is everything going all right up there?
Yeah, there's just a bit of a disturbance in the water. We were just seeing if we could
A bit of a disturbance in the forest.
catch something.
All right. Don't get me or either of you killed, please.
Got it. And
If anything- All right.
I cast it out on the stern. As
You
we're
cast the
slowly
line out?
drifting.
All right. So yeah, the line it gently trails you, kind of, and as it begins to kind of
Could bob it a little bit.
get closer to the contours of the boat, kind of soon going against the stern itself, like the back side of the boat. You hear as it suddenly kind of, or no, you don't hear. You see as the wire is like torn from your hands and kind of is dragged towards the back of the boat.
Just gonna.
And you hear something like a rattling sound, like a.
Do I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
If I see something, that'd be really good. And with the drift globe, would that help me at all or no?
I'd say it probably would. 23.
Another 19 from the
All right. Hold on, just give me one
If I see
one
something, I want to do
one-
something.
one single moment
What
as
are
I
you thinking
as
of?
I'm doing.
Just me and you, Gerald. I think we won't have to fight nothing.
1 minute.
I think we'll be alright.
As you begin to peer over the back of the boat, kind of
Just, like,
stretching,
push the
looking
drift globe
down.
out, it'll make it like 5 feet away from.
Yeah. Your eyes are initially drawn to the water at first, since that's where you believe something to be. You're kind of looking there. You don't see anything yet. You see just kind of the general waves passing by. You follow the waves as they approach the boat. And as your eyes kind of are drawn closer to the boat itself, the stern side, you see as 3 strange mechanical things are attached to the backside of the boat, almost like little kind of barnacles in that sense. And as you see them, as your eyes lock onto them, they suddenly detach and begin to fly up to meet
Not a
you,
fish. Not a
to
fish.
give you a little bit of a hello.
Not a fish.
Hold
on.
Gerald, not a fish.
My asthma.
Hold
my
on.
other favorite noise.
All right, how much can you see right now?
The
Everything.
drift globe gives us the light cantrip, so I think it's 60 feet.
Well, are you seeing anything on your screen?
Oh yeah.
I'm not seeing any enemies. I'm just saying me, Oros,
A giant.
DT,
Right.
DT, rather large at the moment.
All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, give me a minute. Ooh. It's gonna take a minute. Ooh.
Oh
Whoa.
god.
As 3 drones, it appears to be, emerge from the backside of the boat, covered in water.
Oh shoot, Tyler, it tells me their attacks if I hover.
Oh, don't look at them!
Alright,
Oh
I didn't read
no!
them. I just saw it.
Oh boy, it's stuttering.
No.
Oh no!
Don't
It's-
break it, Spencer. Be nice.
I was doing that for myself. Oh god!
Be nice.
I didn't
Oh,
realize.
God.
Spencer, be nice.
Actually, it's fine. You can look at that.
Oh,
I'll
God,
just pretend that
Jesus
it's not that.
Right.
Yeah. All right. No worries. We're gonna get the turn order up.
Okay. A -1. Let's try it.
All right.
18. That's another 19. All
Excellent
my attacks
work.
are gonna be nat ones. Watch this.
Oh, it's been a minute. There we go. Fella, and then these 2 fellas. Gonna add them real quick.
Turn disappeared for us.
Oh, I'm a fool. It's back.
Yes.
Such a fool.
I'm such a fool! Ooh, those guys rolled well.
Wow.
Alright. Let's see, we'll do numerically. There we go. Alright, the little guys. You see these two strange kind of like face-shaped drones lock eyes with you specifically, Oros.
Haha.
One of them, the one towards your top, it begins to radiate this sort of like strange vibrating energy, almost like it's like charging something up, and then all at once it releases this intense vibration in a 10-foot radius. So please make me a con save, a DC 15. Ooh, I think both. Actually, Gerald, I think you are. Oh no, you're just out of the radius. So you're good, Gerald. Ooh, excellent work. So you will
another 18. I haven't rolled below a 17 yet.
you will only take half. You'll take 3 damage from that, 3 thunder damage. You got lucky. I keep taking the turn order off. All right. So now the other guy's gonna move a little bit, but otherwise isn't going to do anything in particular. He's gonna move there. All right, Oros, it is your turn.
It is your turn, Oros.
Would this thing be classified as a beast?
It's not a beast. It is very much a construct.
Got it.
Okay.
Let's see.
They're both within melee radius. If you wanna do any of that,
That's true. Oh, the other guy got really far away.
he did. He's moving.
Yes.
Okay. Sure, I'll do this. I will. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Oops.
Oh!
No, not Shillelagh.
Ooh.
Shalila.
Riley.
As a bonus action.
Shalila.
Alright.
My thing.
Your big thing. All right.
Yep, and then to my wooden crook, and then I'll slam down on it.
All right. Give it a big smack. All right. Who you hitting the big guy? All right. That hits. 11 bludgeoning damage. All right. It takes the hit pretty well. Stutters a little bit and kind of eventually adjusts its course.
I will move into this square.
All right.
I'm not moving out of anyone's.
Oh yeah. You start. We'll say you started on that square. There's no movement going on. You're just kind of. You're fine.
Side stuff.
All right. Is that all?
Yeah, that's my
All
side
right.
action.
Gerald, it's your turn.
I'm going to fly over here, and then I'm going to fly up a bit. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on this guy. And then I am going to shoot him with my bow.
Ooh, excellent work. All right. 20.
That hits.
That does
I
hit.
get the
One is a
Hunter's
10.
Mark
Oh my god.
on him.
Oh my god.
So the Hunter's Mark deals an additional 4 damage. And then I also get the D4 from my favorite foe. So that is 17 damage.
17 damage.
Power.
Dear God. Alright. Give
I'm
me
never
one
new.
moment to get all of that in.
I can do that every turn.
Ah. That's great. Alright.
Wait, you're
and-
smart. Do you have to roll to hit?
No,
Wait,
Oh.
yeah.
I
just-
just wanted to roll the D8. I needed the macro.
So as your arrow kind of penetrates the tough metal of this creature, you kind of see as this similar blue light, or not similar, familiar blue light begins to radiate from the wound, as similar to the other guy, strange vibrations kind of jettison out from it. And actually, both of you will have to make for me a con save real quick.
Ah,
Oh.
a bit of a con save.
Ooh. Oros, you do not make it.
What type of damage
You will be taking 5 thunder damage.
I'll absorb element.
Ooh,
So-
does that do thunder? All right.
Oh boy, it sure would suck to be in range right now.
So I have resistance to it, so it'd be.
Ooh, it's only 2 damage. We'll round down. That's just how I like to do these things.
Then I get an extra d6 of thunder damage.
Ooh. Very nice. But also, because you were hit, you're kind of feeling a little dazed by that. So next attack, you will have disadvantage. So now it is actually his turn. He uses his reaction to do that. He sees Gerald kind of up there. You sniped him. He's not liking that. So he's going to do a little bit of a little funny thing. I'll just do this. Oh. 17 hit.
17 hits.
All right. Roll for me a con save real quick.
Okay.
You very much make it. So you will only take a good half of this. What is that? I take 7 damage, so that would just be 3.
Okay.
Tanking this like a good fella. All right. And now we're back to the little guy. The little guy close to Oros is going to move a little bit. However, he does kind of move. You can get an opportunity attack on him if you want.
Yeah, I use my reaction.
Oh, right. All right. So now he has positioned himself. He is going to do his funny thing, make a DC 15 con save for me as he begins to emit those vibrations once again.
Both of us?
Yes, both of you, since now you're both in the radius, I believe. Oh, wait! I'm just gonna say it anyway. I didn't move him smartly. I moved him to the center. That's not right. I didn't do it right.
Okay, I am now within 10.
Now you're within 10.
I still have resistance to thunder damage, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think it only works for that one since a reaction.
You know, good.
Oh, it is.
You have resistance until the start of your next turn. Yep, still thunder resistance.
All right, sure. Yep, thunder resistance. All right. Oros, regardless, I think you make it. Yep, beat. Gerald, you, however, do not, so you will take the full 1, 6, 2. So you both take 8. Oros, you take 4, though.
Wait,
Actually, no, you both take. No, sorry.
I take 2.
You take 2. Gerald, you take the 8.
Because I succeeded and then I halved it.
Right. The other guy, however, he's not going to attack. He turns towards the greater group and kind of like in a strange booming voice, he says, "Turn this boat around. The cultivator demands that you do not be in his presence. Please cease these vain endeavors. Do not enter the main island."
What if I do? What if I do?
Yeah.
What if you do? What if you do? It's a good question. Alright, Oros, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me see something. Alright, so that's an action. So I'll strike at this brother right in front of me.
Alright.
With the disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh. That is a miss, regardless of disadvantage. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
I will. This guy used his reaction, didn't he?
He did use his reaction.
Okay, then I'll move out of his range. I'll go over to here, out of both of their 10 feet range.
Alright, no problem. You can do that just fine. And that's gonna be it.
Yep.
Alright, Gerald, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to flippity fly away.
Alright, no problem.
Yeah, ideally, let's see if
What?
Snap to center. There we go. We're 20 feet away, so I must be further so that we cannot be hit by the same attack.
Ooh.
Okay. So now I will.
Oh!
I have a +9 to hit.
That's still impressive for a miss, a critical miss. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, or is that about it?
You should move a little bit more. There's a flaw in your space.
Okay, I'll move a little bit more.
All right, that's fine. All right, second guy. He's gonna begin to kind of lumber over, flying slowly. I just have DT there because that's his general location.
Hey, D,
he's not on the same level.
Defenses on these boats?
Well, I mean, we have the cannons, so I don't know if I can really work them.
Nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay.
All right. I mean, I might be able to step in.
No, it's alright. You gotta just make sure the boat's still running.
All right. Don't let the boat get hurt, please.
No, I'm gonna actually look to the front of the boat. Are we going towards anything?
No, you're still sailing upriver, so you're not gonna hit anything. Still going straight, so you're all good. Second guy, he's looking at you, or a big guy, sorry. He's gonna hit you with his little funny thing. Hold on. Ooh, 16.
AC? You mean, or you beat, yeah.
Ooh, alright, so you're gonna have to make for me a DC 12 con save.
Wait, then why do you roll my armor class?
It's different, because now you take 6 damage, but then in addition to that.
Okay, and then the con?
Yep. 15. Alright, you do make it. So no, you do not get stuttered by his stuttering beam. Alright. And then the little guys, you see as they begin to kind of in sync move to the same place opposite of each other on the boat, as they begin to descend as well. So, Oros, is your turn.
I want to do something.
Feel free.
Right here.
All right.
Could I jam, or can I just like flip the wheel? I'm gonna start spinning it as hard as I can to the left and try to make this part of the boat hit this guy.
Oh.
But
I like that.
I do as well, but I kind of want to use my action for something else as well.
Your choice?
It is. I feel like... Alright, I'm going to transform into a panther.
All right.
I'm just gonna.
Oh! I take the thing out. Hold on.
Oh.
The thing. Hold on. Wait to
form into a oozing panther, and I have
I'm just gonna say...
+2 to my AC. So.
Oh wait, hold on. I need to figure this out. I need to give you name. We'll say Panther Oros.
Oros panther.
Oh,
I'll move my
fine.
Yeah.
Oros Panther. There we go. Controlled by Oros. I'm just gonna edit. And then there you go. Like, can you edit? Can you control that? Is that good? All right.
So green's health. Got 13. Armor class is 14.
Hmm.
It's actually better than Oros's. And then that's all I need to put in there. Okay.
All right.
I can't do anything with my bonus action unless I can flip the wheel with the bonus action.
No. So you're just gonna have to. Yeah. All right. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. We will be moving to, I think, Gerald. Gerald, is your turn.
Oh boy, it is my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm going to shoot big guy.
Big guy.
Oof.
Oh, big guy does not get shoot.
I'm not doing good at this.
It's a tragedy. Anything else you want to do?
I move
He moves.
slightly further.
Nice. All right. Big guy's turn. He sees the panther and he's not liking it. However, he also backs up and begins to descend.
I would point this out to Gerald, but I am the panther.
Actually, did that give you a bonus action? Oh no, it's not a. Okay, wait, not opportunity attack.
Way
All right.
out of range.
Yep. All right, so it is now. Little guys also keep descending. They do not do vertical well, so they are taking their time. Oros, your turn.
All right, my panther self, because they're all below the boat level, right?
Oh, they are. They're kind of following along.
Okay, then I'm going to, with my panther arms, just hook onto the wheel. I'm just gonna rip it to the left, and I'm gonna try to hit
Ooh.
the big guy and this guy with the boat. If I can.
Oh, so
I'm just gonna do a sharp turn.
So your sharp turn to the right or to the left?
To the left, making the boat turn like that way.
Oh, I see.
So just go like that.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
We'll
your
get more.
choice to see what happens, but I mean, I feel like
You're not. I don't think you're gonna hit the back guy because the boat doesn't have like enough of a kind of angle to I think work. If anything's gonna get like pushed a little bit. Guy on the right though is gonna take a little bit of damage because he's not liking that too much. So maybe give you like like some kind of check to do that though. Like a sleight of hand athletics maybe to like rear it as hard as possible.
we'll do. Let's see. That relies on my jaguar. My dex and strength are the same.
Throw him
So
out
I'm
one
gonna
at a
keep
time.
my proficiencies.
In yeah, we can say that since it's your mental state.
So I do plus, so 1d20 plus 2 plus proficiency, so plus 1. This is athletics.
All right.
Huh.
Ooh, not too good. You're doing your best to kind of get the boat to turn in a quick manner. However, you're not doing it nearly fast enough that it'll actually hit the guy.
Hopefully misaligned then.
Yeah, it'll misalign him a little bit. He's kind of he gets moved back a little bit. I'll say he kind of gets like kind of a little bit. He has to recalibrate his movement. Otherwise, you don't really do that
No,
much.
just like turn it back to normal. Just
Alright.
just trying to make that like out of the
Yeah.
way.
All right, Gerald, your turn.
Ooh, my turn.
Woo!
Ooh.
You will have to, if you want to hit the back guy, you're gonna have to align a little bit since he's kind of currently behind the boat, like as in like underneath the main deck.
Oh.
Or I guess in terms of altitude, like he's outside the boat, like out here.
Well, could I hit him from here?
You might have to move a little bit further out since you're gonna like clip the side. I think if you go to about like here, I think it'll actually yeah, because the boat kind of flanks out a little bit before going back in, so I think right there will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably good. 18
Oh.
does hit.
Alright, so then we get the hunter's mark, and then we tack on the D4.
Oof.
That is 17 damage.
17, very nice. He's looking a little bit worse for wear now. You can kind of see the vibrations kind of like shunt the air a little bit around him. Not nearly enough to hurt anyone around, just kind of as like a byproduct of the damage. All right, anything else you want to do? All right, big guy's turn. As he descends onto the towards the lower half of the back of the boat, you see him. I guess who's even able to see that? I don't know. You actually don't see it, but you feel the boat kind of like suddenly lurch forward a little bit, almost as if he's ramming into it. And you hear like various clicks coming from the back of the boat as well. So maybe you're kind of gathering that he is attaching himself to the boat, similar to how they were doing it initially. And then you suddenly see the boat stop moving forward. And that will be his turn. The little guys, the guy on the right also begins to readjust himself. And with their kind of combined effort, you see that the boat also slightly begins to turn to the left. Towards the
like which one is the main turner?
I think the little white guys are helping to guide the boat. That will be their turn. So you're now moving towards the what is it? Not the central island. The I guess kind of towards the lichen in that direction, but not nearly close enough to it. It is now your turn, Oros, as well.
I can't cast spells. Okay, it's fine. I will go to one of the white guys. Over here.
All right.
So I'll go. I'll run. Oh, if I go on top of him, I move at least 20 feet in a straight line. Or I could go one back and I turn around and then I just start fully booking it over here. That's 20 feet in a straight line. So with that,
All right.
I'm going to pounce on the white guy.
All right, that works. You're just kind of, I guess you're just kind of hopping over the handrail a little bit and then kind of hitting him on the way down.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pounce, and so I'm gonna do it. I gotta hit you with a claw attack. So that's a claw attack is +4 to hit. Oh my god!
Ooh, that is a miss. Kind of scrape the side of the boat a little bit. Just a little bit
What happens to
further
me?
away. You're fine. You're just kind of like hanging over the railing at this point. You're not gonna fall. You're just in a little bit of a precarious situation. Yeah, it's probably a good place. Yeah, that works. Gerald, this is your turn.
Ooh.
Feel free to do some massive damage.
Okay. I move like over here so I can hit this guy,
All right.
and then I press the funny button, and I am rolling
No!
horribly today.
Oh, that is a horrible
I
streak
used
of
all the
luck.
good rolls, and I regret it.
Ooh,
I literally have a +9. How do I keep missing?
this should be statistically.
I have a +9
unfortunate.
at level 2. How am I missing?
Ugh.
So you
All
can't
right.
get a +9 at level 2.
Anything else? Yeah, like, can you like use your bonus actions for anything, or is that it?
Not much else I can do.
All right, big guy's turn. The boat is continuously being moved closer to the shore. You'd say it might be. Actually, let me throw a counter up for this. Hold on. Where is the? Oh, I keep making it go away. Let's see here. Go to rounds. Yeah. Let's see, does that work? It does. There we go. So we got rounds before collision right there. You have one. Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Let me rework this. Just gotta bear with me. Why is this not? Oh, because it's okay. It'll just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Spencer, where's Teddy?
There we
He
go.
is tired.
Wow.
Okay.
I know. Bully him. Send him many pings.
All right, we got 10 rounds before collision.
10 rounds? Oh.
All right,
Oh, yes,
little guy's
yes.
turn. They are still turning the boat, so you again making general progress. As long as they are moving the boat, that counter will continue going. Dog. Spencer, do you see?
The dog.
Dog. Oh.
Oh, the dog
Aw.
is
I set
gone.
up a little area for him, actually.
Oh, I want to see
It's
it.
like a...
Oh, I can kind of see it.
right
Aw.
where the window is.
Oh, that's so nice. All right.
Anyways.
Ah!
God.
All right.
Adding that to my James's dog fan cam.
Yeah, I like that. Oros, it is your turn again.
Okay, this has really failed miserably.
You can do it.
I could. I'm just gonna. Alright. I'll bite this time because I'm
All right.
within teeth range.
You are very much
Same
within range.
attack.
If you miss, I'm gonna cry. Wait.
12?
Oh, it is. It
Yes!
is. It is a miss.
No.
AAC of 14.
I
Ooh. Oh,
don't have any-
Gerald, it's your turn.
It is my turn.
Your turn.
Will I hit this time?
Will you hit this time?
It's boat, it's roll.
Huh?
Ah!
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
Oh wait, that's the item, not the attack. There we go.
Ooh, very nice.
Attack on the hunter's mark. Oh, only 2 damage for the hunter's mark.
Ooh.
56.
D4 damage.
16.
Yeah, it's 16 damage on those guys.
Alright, still pretty good overall. He's definitely looking not too good. You say probably one or two more will probably put him out of commission. Boat continues to move. Now have 9 rounds before collision. Oros, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna bite at him again.
Right, come on, please don't.
Yeah.
There you go, you did it.
So I'm gonna bite at him, of course. I'm on
Alright.
the wolf page here. Okay. Bite. 1d6 plus 2. Okay. Ah!
Oh,
Can I try
better
to
than what
grapple
you're
him
gonna
with this bite?
I mean, I don't think so.
Ah!
Oh, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Just give me a moment.
Shoot. Should I drop wild shape and entangle them with the thorns? That's what I was thinking of doing. But I'm at 7 HP with Oros boring for you over there.
Miasma going off.
Miasma?
It's the name of the song that's played.
I thought it was called. Oh, it is called miasma.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying your asthma is going off as a trigger.
No.
I'm back. I had to go all the way to the basement since my brother was using the one that's literally right outside
Okay.
my door. Okay. Gerald. Gerald.
Ah. Ah.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
More.
Smart.
No.
No.
Get the board. Get the nice.
D4.
No.
No.
9.
Damage.
He is crumbling, but he is not done. The blue light is kind of dimming a little bit. So his life force is fading, but it's not gone yet. 8 rounds before collision. Oros. Oros, come on.
I'm gonna attempt to grapple.
All right.
So.
Let's see.
Yes, DM, pull that up.
Hold on. Oh God.
Was it contested strength check?
Use your attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. Let's see here. It's make a grapple check. You either make a athletics strength check contested by my athletics or dexterity check.
I'll make an athletic strength check, so it's just a plus 4.
All right.
Because I'm a jaguar.
Yes.
Roll low.
Well now. Yep.
Roll low.
However, my athletics is probably worse.
You could choose between athletics or acrobatics, I think.
I could. But I'm gonna go athletics, since right now he is currently attached to the side of the boat, so he can't really do much in terms of movement. I got a 3. Yes. All right, so now
After the bite attack, I'm just gonna keep my jaws there. I'm just gonna crush him with it, and I'm just gonna grab him like that.
all right. So is that just then that the end of that?
He's restrained.
All right. He's restrained. I will say the boat is probably moving a little bit slower, or it's turning slower.
Would he
So
move
you,
with me?
You would have to tear him from the side of the boat, since like he is literally like glued to the boat right now to move. So you're just kind of like. Argh. All right, Gerald,
Gerald, stop dying on your broom. Come on, you're so old.
That hits.
Oh. 17 damage.
You pull back your bow, release the arrow, and it sails directly through the drone. And as it penetrates his body, you see the vibrations erupt, and he is torn apart from the inside.
Is he still attached to the boat?
No, his body crumbles off.
He crumbles away.
I mean, you could dive and look for them, but I would not suggest that. Alright, so I'd say that gives you about 5 more rounds on the collision. Alright, now this guy's out of commission. Alright, these guys, they're still gonna keep trying to finish their job. Oros, you're up.
I'm gonna try to rip him off the edge of the boat.
Ooh, I like that. That'd probably be another strength. Or, yeah, strength, grapple, attack, whatever you want to do.
You want me to do athletics?
I'd say athletics probably work well, since you're trying to rip him off.
Ah!
Ooh! I'm gonna try to contest that. These guys don't very much have good. Yes! You got a -3! That's impressive. Wow. Okay, you tear him off of the side of the boat.
Just in my jaws.
He is now in your jaws, and I say he took 5 points of damage from that, since he was like kind of part of him was attached to the boat. So by ripping him off, he kind of
crunch down a little harder, and I'm just gonna walk him to the middle.
Oh, all right. So now here's there. I'd say at this point the boat is probably safe, but you still have that other guy to take care of. Gerald, your turn. Last guy.
Oh boy. Last guy.
Last guy.
Should I cast my hunter's mark on him?
You can as a bonus.
Yeah.
You could instantly kill him.
Let's do it.
That is a possibility, as long as
So the hunter's mark is applied, and I shoot him with the longbow.
Ooh,
I
that-
favored bow him.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay,
What is your?
That's 18 damage.
8. What is
18.
18.
What is your favorite foe? Anyways?
It's like hunter's mark, but as a class feature.
Oh, I thought you have to choose a certain type of creature.
No, that's favorite enemy.
That's the worst one.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Yeah.
Foe is just a like.
Favorite feels like kind of spur of
Favorite
the moment
foe
you can
is
just
like
choose.
minor hunter's mark that you always get all the time.
It's a cool one. So now, yes, the arrow sails into him, and as you penetrate his little crumbly body, it, similar to the last guy, sends vibrations erupting out, tearing his metal casing apart. And you have successfully taken care of these little fellas.
Wait, I'm reading the description for favorite foe. It says the first time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you increase the damage. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh.
I thought for a second that was each turn you add another D4.
No!
It's not.
Oh, God.
With the robot.
That'd be funny if it was.
I'm just gonna paw at it like a cat would, like with a ball of yarn. I'm just gonna until I dispel the panther-ness.
All right.
And then I spit it out of Oros's mouth.
And you have successfully taken care of it, I'd say. So the boat is currently sailing towards the
Oh shoot!
yeah. You're gonna want to correct that. You correct the boat.
Old man, you still alive?
Yes.
Oh, they were talking.
You're in the pit.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, you're not old. You're just a robot.
Well, okay, yeah, sure. Anyway, everything go okay up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna start scavenging this body for the blue glowing bits.
What happened? What did you see?
Just an ambush. I thought it was like gonna be a cool sea creature that I could use my animal spells on, but no, just robots.
Can you give me like a description of these ambushers? These assailants? Metallic? Oh, okay.
Square, and they look like heads.
Right. Do they have mouths? Do they have mouths?
Do they have mouths?
They do have mouths.
They do have mouths.
That's where they were emitting their vibrations and the message from.
There's a lot of vibrations going on. It didn't make me feel very good.
They say anything?
They told us to stop the boat. They didn't like it.
Oh, was there did they like say from anyone?
The guy who everyone worships in this weird place.
The cultivator.
Yeah. Ignore it. Don't think too heavily on it, D. These guys are weirdos.
Well, if we're going to the center island,
they're trying to hide something. We're not gonna let them.
You could say, yeah. Well, we'll talk about it more once we get there. Okay.
All right. Anyways, just gonna start searching for the glowy bits in this hell.
The glowy bits, yes, yes. You begin kind of tearing them apart, and you do see
The glowy bits.
in the center of this little robot carcass is a small, like a marble-sized orb of a familiar blue crystal.
What did we call the blue crystal?
I think did we call it? No, what did we call it? Did we call it astronium?
I don't think we named it.
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah.
I think you just call it blue crystal.
Hey D, do those crystals have a name?
I
Check your database.
Don't. Well, I suppose I could do that.
And on your left
Well,
here, you'll see that
and you'll see the little demon robots that we just fought 5 minutes ago. But I've searched my database a little bit. The only thing I really find is meteoritonium.
What was it?
Meteoritonium.
Meteoritonium. No, that's
Meteoritonium.
That's not it.
That's not it.
It should be called it's power stuff, right? It powers a lot of electricity.
Yeah, it's a big power source, like a power source, I think.
The power stone.
Power.
It's easier than the meteor vitronium.
Meteoritonium.
Yeah, no.
I think meteoritonium goes off the tongue well. Meteoritonium.
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 Oh.
There you go. You're getting it, old man.
Meteoritonium.
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 Okay, I
Very
got a
fitting
little
name,
sample of
if you
the
think
stone
about
stuff.
it, really.
Mm-hmm. Alright, meteoritonium.
You know, Oros, if you just thought about like the root words of meteoritonium and the etymology, it would make a lot of sense.
That's what I'm saying. You really have to pick up an etymological
Look over the
dictionary.
Just see if there's anything remaining.
Well, the boat has since sailed from the location that the robot has fallen in.
What about where it latched on?
Latched on? Ooh, you could take a peek. Take a peek. Here and over. You see various kind of screws that were like kind of haphazardly attaching the robot to the ship, kind of like something that it itself kind of probably did. But those are standard kind of like steel-looking screws, so nothing too special.
Okay. I'm gonna lay down, Gerald. You can take over control.
Lay down. All right. So you're gonna go up to the crow's nest?
Yeah. And before I lay down, I'm gonna try to see through the eyes of my familiar again, see if anything happens.
Ooh. Hold on, let's take us to the map. Hold on.
I want to see if our boat is faster than
Right now. Is that a kazoo? What is that? What is that funny thing? Oh, it's your tuba man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are very much approaching the dock now. If you're looking on the map. So what do you want to do? Look at your through
Look
the
in
eyes.
the eyes of the familiar.
All right.
If
Take
I
a moment.
can.
Meditate once again. 1 or 2 minutes pass, and you come up blank again. Not even a struggle this time. Like you kind of instantly know that there's no connection going on here, and no connection that will happen, unless.
Okay. Would I get like a ping in my head if there was a connection?
I'd say if you were trying to focus on like kind of keeping that as like an ambient thing in the back of your mind, I'd say that's fine.
If we're not in a fight, then that would be on Oros's
Well,
mind.
yeah, as long as you're not doing anything particularly
So if it's returning,
energy required. Oh yeah, you'll feel it. You'll feel it.
all right.
You'll feel it in your bones. All right. So you want to take like another short rest as you're going along. All right. Feel
Yes.
free.
I'll
The,
take a short rest.
The light bringer at this point is at the point of night, so there isn't any light besides like the various street lights and the farm lights as well that you see kind of around the central island. All right, got all your hit dice sorted out.
Yep, up to 20.
All right, after we'll say 3 hours.
Did I read any
You-
spell slots? I forgot.
I don't think short rests.
That's warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After 3 hours, you awake in or are shunted from your stupor of relaxation as you are brought to the central island. You see the dock slowly kind of approach, and who's driving at this point?
Me.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Or whatever, not sleight
I
of hand.
feel like
Sleight of hand, whatever.
I
Whatever
feel
you
like
do,
something other than sleight of hand would be used for like piloting the boat.
Yeah, if you want to like dock it specifically, because you gotta get it in the
Yeah.
little
Maybe
parallel
just a
parts.
I guess
Dexterity.
sleight of hand is like the best.
Yeah, it works. Ooh, oh! You expertly parallel park this boat into the little thing, which doesn't make any sense.
I like
'cause you shouldn't
drift.
be able-
And
Yeah.
I like drift the boat.
You're like, you're supposed to be all like,
Perfectly.
wait, stop, and then
Ooh, cut the power.
And the boat.
Wide into it, and the boat only slightly touches the dock. So you have successfully reached the central island.
Hey D, are you gonna join us?
I suppose I'll have to. And you see at this point he's actually already removed himself from the apparatus and is on the deck with you.
Are you gonna be able to lock this boat up, or do we have to like?
Oh, we're not gonna have to worry about that.
What is on the central island? Why didn't those robots want us to be here?
This is the it's the home of the cultivator, you could say. So it's a little
So there are persons.
dice. Yeah. Depends on your definition of person, of course, but
It's a living being.
eh,
Has a
Perhaps.
consciousness.
Maybe. I mean, you'll see. Maybe
Okay.
if we live.
He's like a small creature, right?
He's like up to your waist. He's fairly large. I mean, he's like this. Like his orb is this big. But
Ponder the orb.
he's got those little legs, so he's not exactly tall.
So we couldn't fit all three of us on the Earth board if you were like to climb onto something.
He is.
You could like hold him.
How many apples tall is he?
Yeah.
Say 8 apples.
It's a lot of apples.
Wait, 8. Oh, actually,
2
I mean,
2/3 Smurfs.
his orb is 8 apples tall. But I'd say probably in total he is 12 apples.
4 Smurfs tall.
Exactly, I know. I know that unit of measurement very well. Yeah.
I'm gonna lay out the earth board.
Like, if you actually think about it, like, Smurfs are way bigger than you expect them. It's like 3 apples is like this, but you think of a Smurf, you think of like a little guy.
That's true.
But they're like just this big.
According to
like, they're
Smurfs,
fellas.
2002.
They are fellas.
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna lay out my earth board.
yeah, right. Yeah, yep.
I'm gonna be like, Gerald, this is probably faster than
They're
a
in the
broom.
fella size range.
Yeah. So, you, I guess you could all probably fit on the earth board. Gerald, you'd have to be like holding the ET though.
Yeah. We're in between little fellas and big fellas. They're just fellas.
Standard guy. Like you have standard drinks. Yeah, you have 12 ounces of
Standard
beer, 5 ounces of wine, a standard fella.
3 apples. Standard fella.
Yeah. All right. So I guess is everyone fitting on the earth board?
Yep.
All right.
Sure.
A lot of grassland. Or I could just turn into a horse, but I don't want to do that.
The
All right.
warhorse is kind of busted.
So you do
Horse is
get
terrible to me.
on the earth board and begin to head up the main road.
Grassland.
As you hit this intersection, you do notice that everything seems to be very dimly lit. Like there seems to be a constant kind of cover of light because of these orbs that you see kind of in the sky hovering that appear to light the farmland, denoted by the kind of dirt-colored area of land around everywhere.
Is it like uncomfortably is it dim or is it like bright?
It's very dim because right now it's also night, so you assume that maybe this is kind of like part of the natural cycle of the terrarium.
Then wait, so it's nighttime?
It is nighttime.
Oh shoot! I was gonna use the
Nighttime.
daylight feature of the drift loaf.
Oof.
I kind of want to.
You could
Yeah.
get a real bright.
Should.
We'll let our presence be known.
Okay.
I'll activate the drift globe. I'll have it hover 5 feet next to me.
Like a headlight.
Yeah.
As you're heading through
Daylight.
ooh, bright light, 60-foot radius.
Isn't that nice? I think it's much larger with daylight.
Is it?
Yeah, just because the light cantrip is 60 foot. Daylight
Oh,
is not a cantrip.
no, that's not true. It's a 3rd level spell. Right?
I'm checking wiki that.
What is daylight? This is a necessary.
It's like intense.
Well, the light itself's intense. Oh no, it is 6 foot.
Really?
Oh wait, no. Sorry, it's 120 feet technically of light because it's bright light 60 feet and then a dim light another 60 feet out of that.
What's the difference between daylight and then the light cantrip?
Well, because light I think is like 30 feet. Anyway, don't want to get. Let's get back on track. So this is very much like rural land. Like you see, kind of to your left, there are like I think farmhouses, you could say, like smaller little homes that probably house a few people or machines, maybe that take care of the farmland. But otherwise, it is very spread out. So, where would you like to be heading from this point on the intersection? Because you are right there.
Hey D, straight down the road, right? And I'm just gonna open the map while I'm driving.
Keep your eyes on the road, please.
No, it's fine. I got this.
I can hold it.
No,
I can hold
no,
it.
just point it out. Are we going straight? Are we? Whoa.
Okay, and his arm extends out from the back of the orb and kind of he points at the this opening in the wall right here. That's a gate. So we're gonna have to get through that.
Sneakily or just right through it?
There's a door. It is a gate.
Could we go over it?
You could.
Hypothetically, it's a very big wall though.
Could we go under?
It's like 15 stories.
I think I have a plan.
I feel like it would be easier to just fly up.
No.
We can work that out when we get to it though.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Just put in your music, or do
Yeah,
you have a
oh.
radio?
I think I have some MP3 files probably in my database. There's probably a button up there that does something that you can like press
I'm gonna
it.
just reach behind me. I'm gonna try to smack like a alarm button, but like just
All right.
hit the radio. Smack.
Smack. This is. I think this is the only one I have.
Smack.
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 Log 52, month 5. Described outside the warehouse in West Coast Point, Southern Island. I found some.
These are just tunes.
Smack.
I don't.
Smack.
74 minutes of pure Arctic wind. Let's go.
Smack.
This is the end of my playlist. I don't have anything.
Pure
I don't think I have
Arctic
anything
wind
else.
too.
We can do pure Arctic. We can do
74
pure Arctic
minutes
wind.
long.
Are you not? Hold on.
I don't hear anything.
It's very quiet.
Smack! I don't like it. Smack! Smack! Yeah!
All right.
Was that
Road
the
trip.
sound of that one train that I'm used to?
No. What?
Okay.
What's a train?
Got it.
All right. Road trip time.
Just like a montage of like a hand going through a flowing field.
Yeah, you're sticking your hand out. There's like a camera that kind of like is panning towards you, like you're
Yeah.
touching the cord.
Yeah.
And you're going through. Yeah. You keep going.
The rest of the session is just a series of quick time events. There's a pothole.
Oh my god! No, make me a dexterity check, please. A save, actually, a save.
A deck save to dodge the pothole.
Dodge the pothole. Oh dear lord.
I have
As you're going-
-1 to dex.
You notice that the road
I
dips
dodged
down.
it.
Driving, Gerald.
Gerald, you expertly jump up as the road dips down, avoiding the little decrease in
Yeah.
elevation that throws Oros off, moving the earthward a little bit to the left, throwing him off the road and into the grass.
I'm gonna grab some plants while
All right. Oh yeah, feel free. The crops are kind of they do look familiar to you. They are corn-like. There is like stalks of what looks like corn. You'll see like a strange kind of weird purple fruit occasionally. You think it's fruit. Kind of like loops around in a weird
Minecraft.
way. You can grab it if you want, because you can just kind of like, as you're going, you just kind of like reach your hand in.
Grab the fruit.
Yeah, grab the fruit. Oh, what's that? Can I see it?
Sure.
Oh,
What are
hey,
those?
these are sand roops.
What are they called?
Sand roops.
Sand root.
Roots.
Sand roop. Like that.
Oh. Yeah, what does it do?
It's a like a very good fruit that can grow in dim light. And it tastes like kind of starch. Like good
So
for
it's a
pasta.
potato.
It is like a potato. It is like a potato, except it like grows off of like a little bush kind of thing. But it's good. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright. And after you'd say maybe I think like an hour of just kind of going, because you're chilling. It's smooth roads, no issues. You're chilling. You do? Oh yeah. Oh, give me a minute.
Roll down the windows.
Roll down the windows of the earthboard, if you will.
Now, now, D, I'm
Yep.
assuming here now that because they attempted to stop us from coming to the central city, they're not gonna open up to us. That's just an
No,
assumption.
this is. Let me do the talking.
All right, so you don't want to. Let's talk first and then try to get in force. Got it.
I don't think they'll try to kill us. They're generally
They
pretty.
won't let us in, then I got a way in. Don't worry about it.
What if we just went and finished the entire plot of the campaign in this session while everyone else is gone?
I think that's a great
Yes,
idea.
you figured out my plan.
6-hour
We
campaign.
end this right now.
This is the big bad boss.
Yeah. Level
do-
2, let's go.
You do get close enough that you can see the gate clearly.
I'm gonna keep approaching, see until I see someone.
All right, you're close, and you hear like. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? You hear, I call it like a crowded sort of sound, past the wall. So there is definitely a sort of like liveliness in this walled off area.
Gerald, shut up. Gerald, stop fiddling with your old man bones.
Yes, fiddling with them.
It's your weird bullet that you just like flap around.
Flappy flap.
It's like the Sword and Fire Emblem Three Houses, where it like disconnects and then like snaps back together.
Mm.
That put my bones. It's like all up. What?
Oh God, I hate that. So as you begin to approach the gate, it's like a wooden gate, kind of like made of very long slats of wood going all the way up. Very well made. Very thick as well as you're approaching.
Well,
and
in
you
Fire Emblem Three Houses, that sword is canonically made out of spines.
Oh, awesome!
All of the legendary weapons are just made out of someone's bones.
Just one guy's bones. They just harvested.
Well, it's like the creator god. They like did like a coup on, and then they killed them, and then they took all their bones, and they made like swords and stuff.
All right.
I'm gonna look around for anyone who's guarding the gate.
Well, you do see in kind of like in the wall
Like
about
a window?
like 50 feet up, you do see kind of like a porthole-esque thing close to the gate. And after maybe a moment, a guy just kind of hustles through. It doesn't look like he's actually looking through the window initially. He kind of like walking past, and then after like a minute, he kind of comes back and like there's a comical double take. He's like, "You there?
Hey.
What are you doing here?
We want to get through. We want to enter the city.
You're one of the farmers?
Yeah.
Can I have an identification, please?"
I left it at home, but I was just returning some crops to sell, and I pull out like the fruit. I set up a market in the city.
You can't pass that identification. I'm gonna need some kind of like. Can you go home? Does that work fine?
It was like a couple-hour long drive, man. I live.
Drive? What's a drive?
A trip. The thing that I'm on, this little thing, I spin around in it. I do a little.
Whoa. Sir, I'm gonna need you to put that away. That's ungodly.
No. No, it's my vehicle. It's my transportation. It's how I get.
What's a
cops to
vehicle?
Transportation, you know, like a horse and carriage, that type of thing.
What's a horse? What are you saying?
I really want to
You're clearly deranged. I'm gonna have to call the.
No, it's fine. I'll go home.
the
I'll get my
management?
ID. It's fine. Just don't call anyone. It's all right.
Well, what do you have on you presently?
I have the crops that I was going to sell.
Who's with you? I mean.
Oh, this is my farmer friend, my granddad. And this is our automaton.
You should have left him at home. He's looking a little worse for wear.
Yeah, no, I thought he would want to see the city one last time.
Isn't there a doctor way out there? Like
No,
a morgue,
there's not.
maybe?
It's horrible conditions.
Oh, I'm dying! I must see a doctor in the
Oh
city.
my God!
Quickly!
Yeah.
You must let me in. I must see a doctor.
Well, can I see that? Can I see that automaton, please?
Why?
What you mentioned? Well,
Why?
because we currently have a bit of an issue with automaton-like devices.
Oh, no, this one's a homemade one. You see, my granddad used to be a mechanic.
I did.
Make me a deception check.
Okay.
But I think both you and Gerald, like, 'cause
Is he
you're
helping me?
selling him a little bit on the current death situation. You being horribly injured, or if you can aid him on that.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, I thought that's an old man. That's
Yeah, he is.
Is that a cardboard cutout of a man you have standing behind you?
What? That is the worst observation to make. That is a
What?
real person. I just pinch him on the cheek. It's a real person. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost ripped the skin off. He's so old.
Are your optic lenses okay?
You know, okay. I'm just gonna grab my papers.
I need to get
It's
back
a
to
long
work.
Trip. Okay.
Alright, is there anything else you need?
Nope.
Great.
And with that, I'm gonna.
He
duck around
walks
the
away.
corner of the gate where this grass
Ooh.
is here.
Alright.
I'll be like,
By
"Oh,
like the
guys,
crops.
maybe duck a bit down.
Well,
Make
if he
yourself-
thinks that I'm just a cardboard cutout, couldn't I like Solid Snake, like?
this
cardboard
might
cutout.
be this might be easy,
I mean,
Grandpa. But just I think I need you guys to make yourselves a little bit smaller. So hunch up.
well, what's the plan? What are we doing?
Just you'll know when I do it.
Alright.
We
And
get a
I'm-
cardboard box.
No, that's not the plan. I double.
It's an invisible man! I can't see him!
I tap the front of the earth board with my foot, and it turns a dim orange as the front starts to whirl a bit, and I
Oh.
tilt forward, and it sinks into the earth as
I
I
see.
start to burrow. in the
Should we
earth
just
board.
follow behind you? Like, I don't know if...
No, you're on the earth board, and you are burrowing with it.
This is weird.
Oh.
I don't like this very much.
Burrowing speed
Oh.
of 20 feet that allows you to tunnel through the earth or solid rock, leaving a 5-foot diameter tunnel in your wake. And I can increase the speed to 60 feet as an action.
I see. Okay. So are you just kind of like following the wall? Just kind of
Yeah,
going it
basically.
down. Alright.
And I'm kind
So-
of like just, it's a straight line, and then once the wall dissipates, I'll follow
Yeah.
it, and then I'll earth. Or I'll break earth.
So are you going like straight down or just kind of like diagonally a little bit?
I'm following
just
the
for-
wall, basically.
Following the wall. Okay. Just going like, ooh, like this kind of
Yeah,
as it
20
goes.
feet, I'll make it nice and slow.
Alright. You slowly kind of burrow your way through. First 20 feet down, still a little wall. 40 feet. At this point, the wall seems very decrepit and old.
I'm not going straight down.
I know. I'm just saying, you're just kind of going like, go through this. And then after 60 feet under, you do eventually kind of hit a point where the wall is like very kind of crumbly, and there's a lot of open dirt spaces that you think would probably drill through.
I was just gonna go straight through the road and go under the gate.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
That's
You can
why
very much, you
I'm
can
just
very
following
easily do that.
Because I thought I would a wooden gate go underground.
That, yeah, that's a
Tyler.
forget what I thought you want. I thought it was another freaking this situation over here with by the warehouse.
Well, yeah, I'm not going through a solid wall. I'm going through
Right.
a gate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No problem. You are able
I
easily able to.
But
started
then we
over
have to
here.
find somewhere where we can resurface without getting attention.
That is
Yeah,
true.
so I thought I'd just follow the edge of the wall so I wouldn't resurface in the middle of the road.
I see. You're kind of going like around here.
Yeah, and then like once somewhere
And then
like,
turn
a
left.
couple feet out from the
Yeah.
main road.
Well, you also have the map on you too, so you can kind of tell like where you
Whoa.
need to.
I hold the drift glove and I was like, alright guys, come on.
Yeah. All right. So,
Alrighty. that was a little weird.
where do you want to pop up?
Let's see. I'd say
You can like
probably
move
right
the.
here.
What if we just went all the way into the center of the city?
That would be insanely stupid and hard to navigate.
I think that would take a very long time.
It would be very hard to navigate, a long time.
There are also a few protective measures that we might have to take care of, but otherwise,
Also, also, we don't have. Do you have like a printer installed on you where you can just print fake identities for us, D?
Let me check.
Let me check. Okay.
Press a few of my buttons.
Let me check if I have any
Just
fake
slap
ID.
him.
Suddenly a little fax machine pops out. No, there's no fax machine.
You got that stupid red.
I have a an ink attachment. I could probably just.
Could you
like,
make
right.
it look formal enough if I gave you a piece of paper?
Well, I can handle. Like I will. Well, what's the plan? Where are we going?
We want to go to the center, right? We want to see the guy.
Oh, right. All right. Well, then I can take care of. I can take care of getting us through.
Okay.
Trust me. Yeah. All right. So
We're
you.
in it now, boys. Oh, D. Oh, what is this?
What is what?
I point to the map.
Oh yeah, that bit.
That is a church.
To what faith?
To the cultivator.
The cultivator.
Oh, godlike.
The cult of the cultivator.
That's kind of the whole deal around here. But
Do you think he's like that, or you think he's just a dude?
that's a long and complicated story that you will soon learn.
He's like the Warhammer God Emperor. He's just
He's
a
god.
corpse on a throne hooked up to a machine.
Maybe he's just like some guy who's from Terra. I feel like that might be the case, but we'll not know until we're there.
That's true. So are you just gonna like kind of emerge now?
Right in the
Emerge.
alleyway.
Yes. You emerge in a dank alleyway. It's very. I hate you so much. It's like a little musty. Not much. Are this? Never mind. Yeah. You emerge. No one really around. You hear kind of like the faint sound like music and like general people talking from probably another area. No one around though, so you can probably walk out pretty easily and not be noticed.
Guys, I think we should head through the alleyway so no guard would see us, just like on the edge of the building.
I think that would be pretty well.
You think we should go? I think we could just go like this, and then I think that's the best plan.
So you begin to. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Is there any wooden houses that we pass?
I was going to mention, as you emerge and kind of observe your surroundings a bit, these look very much like houses built from Terran material. Like, there's a lot of wood, there's a lot of, like, stone, like, also kind of like some sandstone as well, like, kind of stuff made kind of like in conjunction with, like, cement, you might say. Very little, like, metal. Very kind of like an old, schoolish kind of architecture.
This is like One Piece.
I'm gonna take a dagger.
When they go to Skypiea,
I'm just gonna chip
then
off some
there's-
wood from the house. From the wooden house.
vandalism.
Oh, you're gonna get arrested.
Terrans.
It's like in One Piece where they go to like the kingdom in the clouds, and then there's just like an island made of dirt up there, because like a piece of island got blown up into the air by like a geyser.
Okay.
It's like
So-
this.
It is. This is exactly that.
And then
Exactly.
there's two tribes fighting over the land.
Okay. as you take your little chip of wood, you're kind of looking at it, and you also take
Mahogany.
the other piece of wood out from the lichen, and you're kind of looking at them both. This wood feels both a lot older and a lot drier, if that means anything.
Some nice birch. Hint of maple.
This could burn easy. Just letting us know.
All right.
Burn easy.
If someone
Anything
were to
else?
light a fire for some reason in the city,
Just.
There could be that. That's an observation.
I'm gonna put it in my wood pouch.
Your wood patch. All right, so you're just gonna start continuing through the.
If Oros gets a
Through the
bag of
elements.
holding, he will cry about how beautiful it is.
Great. Now I know
And
exactly
he'll
what
jump
not
in.
to do. You will jump in and you
I
will put him
store
in the
myself.
river.
I will put people in my bag of holding. I'll put the dead
And then
bodies of my enemies. Just to store. It could be helpful, guys.
They're still gonna decompose. It's gonna smell really bad in there. Not only because of the rotten flesh, but also because dead bodies
Let's
fart.
worry about it. It'll be fine.
They do fart.
You don't want to smell Oros's backpack right now.
We're gonna continue. All right.
Maybe a baby fetus.
Oh God! Don't bring up the fetus, please. So I assume you want to continue through the city. Yeah. All right. You're passing through. Again, kind of walking through a very old school kind of style city, buildings in, again, constructed in a kind of weird, old manner. It looks kind of familiar, more familiar than the houses on the previous area, but make of that what you will. The people are also dressed a lot nicer here, like kind of a little bit more formal attire. Generally, it feels like a little more well cleaned, well kept, even.
They're the haves, and everyone else is the have-nots.
Oh my God, you figured it out, Spencer, you dirty little dingus.
Rats, he figured out my secret.
My secret plan.
Classism!
Oh my God. All right. You do eventually make it to the main road.
I'm gonna put my
It's
foot up on my cloak.
you're at this point you're passing through like a kind of market space, which takes up a lot of this portion of the area, and a lot of it is actually centered around a door right here on this kind of column, which
Door.
presumably leads inside of the Lightbringer, or leads to an area that brings you to the inside of the Lightbringer. Because you have like a little courtyard right here through a fence.
Seems like not a lot of people go in and out of that place.
Well, it's very much.
So we rush in, we run
Nah.
past all the security, we smash up the big light bulb, and then
No,
we
we're
leave.
not, we're not doing this place. This is a living environment. We're just questioning
Right.
the leader. We want to know what's going on.
All right. So you want to get in?
Yeah, we'll try.
All right.
Yes.
Take me to the door. All right. And you are taken to this big kind of metal door. It looks kind of like an elevator door, sort of in the sense that it, like slides open two sort of like pieces of metal. And there's like a little kind of device screen like affixed to the left side of the door.
So there is.
Yes. Can you bring me up to that, please? I have to manipulate that a little bit. Yeah, like lift him up a little bit, and then the little arm that comes out of the back of his orb kind of like reaches over, and then goes to the screen, and kind of like a few strange mechanical fingers come out and like type in a strange, quick, and like articulate manner, like on the screen, kind of indiscriminately. And then after maybe like a minute, the doors open.
Hey, D,
Huh.
Yep.
We're gonna have to sneak through this place.
Nope, I got it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
Just-
I guess we just walk in.
Like,
There is no security.
Huh.
That door seems to have been like the only kind of line of defense between you and the courtyard to the Lightbringer.
Huh.
All right, where to?
In.
There's a door on the there are 4 doors, one kind of on each open face of the cylinder.
Should we use the earth board, or you just want to walk in?
Let's
We can
just
walk
walk
in.
in.
I got it.
I'm gonna put the earth board from my shoulder like a skateboard under my armpit. And
There are 2 doors and 2
on my
guardians.
back.
One tells them the truth, one tells them the lies.
All right. As you're passing through the courtyard, there's a lot of grass here, like actual grass, which you haven't seen a lot of outside of the main island and outside of the farmland. There are flowers in addition, not like well kept, kind of like perfectly sculpted areas of flowers, like make a picture or like put in a nice kind of way. There's like wildflowers. It feels kind of unkempt in that sense. Like no one has maintained this specific part of the land. But other than that, you're just gonna continue passing through. There are no guards. There doesn't appear to be any sort of security system yet, as you're just passing through. And you do, after maybe 30 minutes, are able to walk towards the door with no issue. Kind of like a clear line of sight there. And there's another door. All right, this one's a little bit gonna be a little bit more tricky. From this point on, I mean, I haven't been. That
Say
might
a
be
word.
an. Yep, that'd probably be an easier than what I was thinking.
Alright.
All right.
If I had any more levels, I could use past that.
We just have to get to the central atrium, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Jaguar has that. Oh, alright. I'll turn. I'm gonna wild shape into a giant wolf spider.
Ooh,
Plus
classic.
7 this time.
All right.
I think that's the best stuff.
All right, Gerald. Anything you want to do before DT opens the door?
Let's see.
Oh,
I don't really have anything I can do.
Before I transform, I'm gonna be like, alright, don't freak out. I'm just gonna turn into a really, really large spider.
You've done this before. He knows.
You've done.
Not to D.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay. Sure. I guess that'll be fun.
And it's like
Oh.
out of the 8 eyes and the mouth, the mandibles.
That's grotesque. I don't like that very much.
I have my arms just touching.
I'll go I can just. He just kind of pops out his leg. All right. Is everyone ready?
yeah.
Everyone good? All right. His arm pops out again, and he kind of inserts it into a strange kind of hole by the side of this door. And after like a few seconds of like clicking sounds, the door eventually kind of slowly opens up. And through the door, you see nothing but darkness. It's just darkness.
I have dark vision. And
You have
blind
dark
sight.
Dark
Dark
vision.
vision 120 feet,
All right.
blind sight of 10 feet.
You see what would be kind of like a straight white hallway going forward. No turns, no like decoration. The floors are painted white, like kind of like white tiles. The walls are painted like a matte white as well, and so is the ceiling.
I'm going to climb on the ceiling.
Climb on the ceiling. There are no light fixtures as well. You're just kind of climbing on the ceiling. Gerald, you're just gonna kind of walk on through.
Yeah.
All right, Gerald walks on through. DET detaches from the door and walks on along as well. As you're going, the door suddenly
Giant
closes
wolf spider.
behind you.
Ooh. Music changes. Dark.
Dark.
My favorite sound.
As fitting the environment at this point, which is very much dark. It's a familiar sort of dark, one that you are acquainted with at this point, but it is unnerving in some sense because this is meant to be dark. There are no lights on purpose.
Hmm.
I mean, Gerald could use a drift globe if you wanted, I think. But if you want to stay in the dark, it might be better.
Well, DT's like kind of monitor is emitting like a little bit of dim light, so you can at least see where you're stepping, but beyond that is a little bit.
Do I see anything at the end of the hallway?
You see another door. This one is. It's nothing fancy. It's not like any metal door. It's kind of like a wooden bedroom door, kind of painted white. So we'd like to just kind of continue forth.
Yeah, I'm following behind them. I can't really do much.
Yeah.
Wise or opposable thumbs was.
All right, you keep going.
Little spider.
Slowly walking through. You reach the end of the hallway. Again, nothing like a wooden door, one that you'd find in a house. No lock, just like a metal handle, or you can just kind of twist, open it up. Who wants to do the honors? Gerald? Ooh,
Well, he doesn't have thumbs, so
that is true. Big issue.
Yeah.
Gerald?
I will do it.
Quietly. All right. Would you like to do it quietly or like stealthily?
Yeah.
All right. So make like a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Stealth or sleight of hand, whichever's better.
It's the same.
All right. Stealth is pretty good.
Pretty good.
You very quietly open the door. Quietly opens into an area that is lit with like a dim blue light. It appears to be like an intersection of two hallways. This hallway is much more decorated. There are various kind of pots where you would think there'd be plants, but it's just kind of empty. Painted like a bronze color. The walls are a sort of tan brown with like accents going along the bottom. It's very strange for what appears to be like a relatively high-tech area. And it continues kind of down in both directions, both to the right and left. They appear to be kind of symmetrical in the sense that they both go the same direction after like turning left and right respectively, kind of like going and then. So you can choose which direction to go in.
I'm gonna put my body up to bolt. With doors? Or...
There are no doors. It's just a hallway.
Oh, all right. Then what's at the end of both hallways?
It's a turn in the same direction. Like if you're looking to the right, it goes to the left. If you're looking to the left, it goes to the right.
Got it. Okay.
90 degrees.
Huh. Interesting.
I'll go
Yeah.
with the ceiling of the right hallway.
All right, you're going to the right. Gerald, you would like to follow, or you want to
Yeah, I'll also go right.
Gerald,
All right, go as well.
maybe fly on your broom and hold
Sure.
D. Touching the floor always means evil things.
Okay. I will float.
Ezekiel once said.
All right, floating. DET is kind of rolling on the ground, gently. Kind of like a little.
He's bowling.
He is.
You want to ride on the spider?
God no. Oros, you are currently making contact with the ceiling, right?
Yes.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a 21.
Good. You feel familiar vibrations, but not in the same sense or the same kind of intensity as the warehouse. This one's kind of like short bursts of just kind of like strange kind of very much like robotic and computerized pulses, like gentle vibrations going throughout.
Gerald can see the spider hairs go up on edge. When he feels this.
All right. You continue down the hallway.
Yeah.
You take a turn to the left, and at the end you see a door. It's similar to the one that led to the courtyard, a metal elevator-esque door with a red button to the left.
Huh.
You are approaching it, so you can decide what you want to do from there.
Huh.
Wonder if D knows what to do.
Yeah. Is this button gonna open the door? Or is it just gonna signal an alarm?
It'll open the door. You just have to be calm. like do not exhibit any emotions that are like intense or
Okay.
harsh or extreme in
By
any
that?
direction.
What do you mean?
I
The
mean,
spider do it? Spiders don't exhibit emotions.
you have to be calm regardless.
Okay.
I'll let you do it because my spider.
Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I will
Those are the
calmly
dude.
approach the button,
Calmly approach.
and then I will calmly lift up my hand and press the button.
No, you'll calmly press the button. Calmly press the button.
Make a wisdom check for me to see how well you can like.
A
That was a
calm.
mistake. Yeah, I'll get that check. How well you can just kind of, you know, keep yourself calm. It's pretty good. You're feeling calm. You're
You
feeling
are
peaceful.
also-
I'm feeling
know
pretty
that-
calm right
You're
now.
calm. Look at that. Look at
Feeling
you.
pretty calm.
You're
guy.
calm.
Yeah.
Old
Feel
people
that
aren't
calm.
calm.
All right.
All about that calm, baby.
You kind of you push the button in. It's not like a click. It's kind of like that. And the door gently kind of like shifts and then opens, and a harsh blue light floods the hallway from the room. You can't
This is
see
making me
much
feel pretty
from where you
calm.
are, but there appears to be like a throne room-esque area ahead of you, like various columns parallel to each other in a line going up with a carpet kind of lining the floor in a direction towards what appears to be a sort of, you can't tell from here, but maybe the source of the blue light.
Is my blind sight revealing anything?
You
10 feet.
no, nothing in particular.
I'll approach with the group.
All right, the group kind of, you follow the carpet, going up, down the long carpet to kind of the source of the blue light affixed to the wall. You see various pipes, kind of machinery extending off what appears to be a large computer screen, a monitor of sorts, attached, emitting this harsh blue light with no other sources of kind of like
literal
light.
blue light, like the thing
Well,
that's there now. Just
well,
blue light.
yeah, blue light. It's like the screen itself is like a bluish color.
Huh.
I'm gonna gesture to D.
It's in sleep mode.
And you continue to follow the carpet until it like kind of abruptly ends like 20 feet down from the monitor on the wall, and then 10 feet away from the end of the wall, kind of ahead of you. You're kind of seeing that monitor, bottom of the wall, and then you are heading towards the monitor. That's like if this was a throne room, the monitor would be the throne.
Gesture to D and then towards the monitor.
It's Mr. House.
Here's
Follow
the deal.
Vegas.
Your specialty. I'm not talking to the spider.
All right.
I physically
DT.
cannot talk.
DT moves himself to the end of the carpet and just kind of he stands there staring up, and you kind of see as his antenna kind of like pokes up like that, kind of extends from the top of his head with a little orb of light kind of pulsing at the top. You kind of see it pulse 3 times gently, and then after a few seconds, the monitor cuts off.
What happened?
Slowly, it comes back to a brighter brightness, for lack of a better term. You see like kind of a loading screen, perhaps, boot up. A ring begins to turn on the screen. A sole source of like white light in a otherwise black area. After a moment, ooh, give me a minute. as you see displayed on the screen, a face.
Oh.
It was a robot.
Robots the whole time.
That's not me. That's the Where are my servants?
Not here?
I see the monitor kind of like extend off of the wall, like almost attached like an arm, pushing off, and they kind of going towards you a little bit as this
There's just like spike on it.
as this mechanical creature begins to kind of like observe you closely, silently as well for the first few seconds. Are you contaminants?
I mean, I'm
I
taking
don't-
ooze from the mouth.
I think this guy's a contaminant. I don't know if that definition applies to
I
me.
raised my spider arms.
Do you-
I was like,
Come from here?
I'm gonna poof out of my
No.
They are not of here. Ah. And he peers down at DET a little bit. You have brought my child to me.
Ew.
Oh,
How what?
You're a robot.
You're welcome.
You can't chew.
well, he clearly has one.
What has
So-
taken you so long to return what is mine?
I just got here like yesterday.
Why?
Why? That's why we came here.
I don't know. I just kind of
we
woke
want to
up.
ask you, where are we?
5 cycles ago, there was a malfunction in my systems.
Cycles? Like days?
You see the loading screen pops back up as the wheel kind of processes.
We have to land
Yes.
safety.
Face comes back up. Yes, 5 days.
Have you heard of Terra?
Wheel pops up again, processing information. Face. No. What is?
No.
Terra.
It's the
Expand my
where
database.
that we come from.
The
Describe.
It's kind of big.
Big.
giant
A lot of
Giant.
water. A
Water.
lot of dirt.
water,
Dirt. Water.
fresh air,
Air.
wind,
Wind.
fire sometimes.
Fire.
You know the elements? Yeah, those are there.
Hydrogen, helium.
Okay, well,
Uh,
throw that technically.
I know.
I think it's
I know.
like sodium.
I know hydrogen. I know helium. I know uranium.
What's that?
You know magnesium.
I don't. You're the cultivator.
Yes. This is my Terra.
When?
When? Now.
Since when?
The wheel pops back up. 200 years.
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 Ha.
I can define years.
Why did we appear here?
Malfunction.
Can we go back?
Hypothetically.
How?
What was this called? What was
hypothetically?
this called? DM.
What is that
The
called?
top stream, the northernmost stream.
Oh, the breach.
The breach.
Breach.
We plan to travel through it. Is that a possible escape?
The source of contaminant. Breach.
Source. What do you mean
The
by
breach.
contaminant? Define. Contaminant.
Define.
Processing. From outside.
Like us.
Yes.
Yes.
Contaminant. Yes. Terra.
How is it contaminant?
From outside.
What about the ooze? What do you know of it?
Ooze. Ooze. Ooze.
Yes.
Processing.
This.
Ooze.
What do you know?
Woozy
Where does
woozy.
it come from?
Contaminant.
No, this hasn't been on Terra.
Contaminant.
This
Well, it hasn't been on Terra, but it's still not from here.
this has been on Terra?
No, it hasn't.
Contaminant.
I think he's
It's
saying
just not from
he's
the
saying it's
terrarium.
from Terra.
No,
The
he's
only,
just saying
the
that's
only
not from the terrarium.
contaminants are Terra. It must.
No.
It,
He never said that.
I can
Contaminants are
define
things that aren't
contaminant.
from the terrarium.
you don't think that there's other sources of like, other I don't know worlds that could be leading to the breach? I think
Yeah.
I know only of colony 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7.
A.
5, 6, 7, A. What is its name?
Colony 5, 6, 7. A.
Does it have any other nicknames?
It is colloquially known as terrarium.
This place right now.
Yes. Plan F.
Planned?
Plan F.
What is Plan F?
Colony 5, 6, 7. A.
When did the ooze first arrive here?
200.
Who created you?
Just give me. I have to go into my timeline document.
Gotcha. It's like a blue screen and then just a rebooting bar.
he's still processing. He's still going.
D, is this guy actually your creator?
We'll talk about it in a bit. Can you repeat inquiry?
Who made you?
Eastern Union.
Eastern Union?
Yes.
As opposed to Western.
No. The Western
Who's the Eastern?
states. Eastern Union.
Define
Formed.
Eastern Union. Yes.
Eastern Union formed after the Great American Schism in 2035.
After the death of Queen Elizabeth.
Everything went wrong. The world. Okay. Define America.
Specify.
What is it?
A union.
A union of what?
States.
Do you think he's talking about Terra?
Terra.
Where was America?
Big.
Has
Here.
Has Oros seen any like signs or like anything that has the word America on it in his adventure or his explorations?
He's
If
seen
he
the
has,
movie Team
it's
America
in
World.
it's written in a way that he doesn't understand.
So is common like not English back then? Maybe.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
That's it.
it's Chinese, silly.
Do you
America,
have any
here.
references to America?
Here.
Here as in like is he showing something or here as in like
Here.
so it's not showing anything?
Here.
Thinking,
So
like,
this is
American
America.
flag would be nice.
Here.
What? What's here?
America.
This is America?
No, this is the Eastern Union.
So America is the whole,
It was.
and the Eastern Union is a part of America.
Yes.
And what did they do?
They schism.
Created colony 5, 6, 7A
For what purpose?
to protect, to maintain, to cultivate.
So the
Cultivate
ooze,
what?
Why
People.
would you not eradicate it?
The ooze is a contaminant. It cannot be eradicated by my means. We tried with my child. But it evaded.
How do we navigate the breach?
You must shut it down.
How do we shut it down?
Each oxygen dome is fitted with an emergency switch. If all switches are turned off, the breach will be opened. Or, alternatively, you could wait for malfunction.
What if one of the oxygen domes is destroyed?
Malfunction.
What if one of the oxygen domes is contaminated?
Processing. This outcome has not been predicted.
You better
Rerouting.
start working on that, buddy. I'll tell you the outcome that's happening.
Oxygen levels at sustainable levels.
So I guess we'd have to go back into the contaminated oxygen dome.
Island
to
1B
find the switch.
evacuated. However, it can be re-habitated.
What do you mean open the breach? Is it shut?
Yes,
How so?
shut by means out of my control.
Physically?
Yes,
Hmm.
Oh. Is there any other way?
you could go through the breach, regardless. But that has only been attempted once and failed. The dynamic exploration technology was left abandoned, decrepit.
Did they know that they had to turn off the oxygen domes?
Verify.
Did the person who attempted to go through the breach know that the oxygen domes need to be turned off?
Yes,
And they didn't do it anyways?
yes.
I turned a D. Why not?
Because you don't want to shut off the oxygen supply for an entire population?
That was part of the reason. The terrarium is kind of well, those switches are made as like a contingency if something horrible is created here.
Which it has been.
Which technically,
By Oros.
yeah, it well,
No.
that is with the removal of the organic what the organic capacitor, it would have been eventually contaminated regardless, but his efforts expedited that significantly. But
Is there any way we can leave without dooming the terrarium?
well, you could do it. We tried.
And will the terrarium be fine if we left it, even if we destroyed a important
It-
Oxy Dome?
It'd be a little worse for wear, but otherwise it would be fine, hypothetically.
Okay.
But
so, D, you know
Yep.
what is the breach. You have
Right.
to tell us what is there. What are we facing if we try to
Well,
go through it?
you are not the only people who want, or you aren't the only entities who want to leave the terrarium. If you understand what I'm saying.
We are the only, or we are not the only?
You are not the only. You're not the only.
Who else wants to leave?
What else? It's the ooze.
The ooze wants to
Ooze.
get out.
Cultivator.
And yes,
Do you have any record of the ooze before the terrarium?
200 years.
Yes. Do you have any
Ooze.
record
Contaminated. Earth, America, Western Union as source. Starshield City failed. Plan F initiated. However, Meteorotonium left contaminated to create colony 567A.
of it? Earth isn't contaminated.
Incorrect.
If Earth is Terra, I've been there. It's prosperous.
Contaminant.
Have you been to all of it?
Reevaluate definition of contaminant. All. You contaminant.
Or
I am a contaminant.
What's the difference between a non-contaminant and a contaminant?
You are born of contaminant.
a contaminant is something from outside of the terrarium.
Earth is not contaminant.
Pretty simple concept.
Terrarium is contaminant. But ooze is not contaminant to outside of terrarium, and is not contaminant to outside Earth.
So it's alien.
No. Oozes unknown.
You said something about a war, or you said a
Eastern
name.
Schism. Great American Schism.
What happened?
Unknown birth.
Queen Elizabeth II of England
Queen
died
Elizabeth.
on May 3rd.
It all went to shit. Bombs everywhere. England Brits were upset.
Year 2020. Burst of magic energy.
2020.
Following
That was the first campaign.
following asteroids impact Western states. Initiate worldwide conflict. Great American Schism. Creation of Starshield City and Gerald.
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 I'll
That's
spell
me.
it out. Hold on.
Let's say, why does that sound familiar?
Gerald.
Oh, he's that old. I get it.
It's me.
What's
Gerald.
Gerald? Define Gerald.
Geotechnic Eastern Union Returnal Auxiliary Landform Device.
That's me.
What was the device? What was its purpose?
War. Return weapons of mass destruction to sender. Recently, Gerald has gone offline to my sensors.
And now I'm here. I'm the new Gerald.
However, my auditable sensors on the western reaches of Colony 567A. Here, sirens.
Cultivator.
Yes?
How do you have a connection to Terra?
Weak. However, during malfunction, there is enough space to send a signal. It is weak, but enough data can pass.
Where are we located compared to Terra?
10,000 feet.
In
10,000 feet.
Above, below.
10,000 feet. Negative 10,000 feet.
Oh, so we're underground. It's like the hit TV show Sonic Underground. Chili dogs.
how would this river take us to Terra then? If we are underground, where does the breach lead to?
The breach is man-made. The terrarium is not.
Where does the breach lead to?
The breach leads to 10,000 feet under city BRA.
BRA?
BRA.
Raw.
Define BRA.
The city of Bra.
BRA
Brazilian Republic of America.
is.
No, they took over.
BRA cannot be defined.
Bolivian Republic.
BRA is a ID number and is not attached to any wider name.
How do we get? What was it? 1,000 feet or 10,000 feet?
10,000 feet.
10,000
How do we get
feet.
from there? How do we get 10,000 feet up?
The shaft.
First the bra, now the shaft. Tyler. Come on.
Cultivator.
Yes.
To your calculations, how long will this population survive for?
By design. Forever.
What is the end goal? What were your program to complete?
Wait for a signal from Eastern Union.
Do you know that your population is mutated?
Population is not mutated.
There's a person with a lichen head. I don't know
Creature.
many people that are
ID LIW was not created by human hands. However, it was a byproduct of experiments with the organic capacitor device in Oxygen Dome 1A.
Byproduct?
Byproduct.
So this person you've identified, they were created.
Accidentally. It just happens sometimes, you know? You know when you're just like doing something and then, oh, sentient life form. Keeps happening.
Do you have any communication with the Eastern Union?
During malfunction, as established, there is enough space to send data. No signals yet, other than my sensors.
Are we allowed to leave?
Yes.
You just can't aid
But
us.
the ooze is not.
What do you mean?
The ooze isn't allowed to
The
leave.
ooze cannot leave, but you can.
I wipe the ooze off my face. This is me.
Misunderstanding. Your pocket, the ooze.
What happens if it leaves?
Contamination.
A no good, very bad day.
To
That
who?
is what happens.
All.
I thought it was sourced from the breach.
Ooze
No.
from breach. Not from outside. Source of the ooze is in the breach.
In the breach.
In the breach.
And the breach was man-made.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what?
We have to get out without letting the ooze out. Pretty simple.
Who created the ooze?
The ooze was not created. The ooze was ever present. But with the malfunction of Star Shield City in the Western Union, it was awakened.
So it resided here 10,000 feet underground
Yes,
for over 200 years?
two, 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 9 years.
2 repeating 9 years.
Misunderstanding. 2, 2,
No, stop.
Two.
Can you just use like a larger number? Like I use 10, 100,
2
1,000.
trillion years.
Has it ever surfaced on Terra?
It has surfaced, but not here.
And the asteroid. That
Asteroids.
yes. What was this resource that caused this destruction?
Elaborate.
It was Magic Surge, Asteroids game.
You said that
Magic
The
energy
Queen of
surge
England died.
initiated asteroid attraction.
What was in the asteroid?
Unknown.
What created the weapons?
Meteoronium.
You mean Power Stone?
Meteorionium.
Meteoronium.
You mean
Meteorionium.
this stuff?
Meteorionium.
Meteoronium.
Meteorionium.
Meteoronium.
Meteorionium.
How does
Meteoronium.
this create a weapon?
Meteorionium.
Auxiliary device. Amplify. Energy.
Got it.
Laser gun.
Creation of Star Shield City.
Yes.
Gerald.
I was gonna ask.
Cultivator.
Okay.
It's me.
Dynamic exploration technology. Colony. 567A.
What is Star?
Star Shield City.
Yes. What is that?
Colony. 279. B. Created to engulf asteroid 9.
Asteroid
9.
Out of how many?
9.
There were 9 total.
9.
Were there 9 asteroids in total?
Yes.
9.
And asteroid 9. Why that one specifically?
Large. Incredibly
Devastatingly
large. Devastatingly large. Destruction of everything large.
Was it successful?
Malfunction.
Did the Star City absorb the impact?
Hypothetically.
I'm assuming that's a yes because
No,
Hypothetically.
it's a no.
the Terran I
The
remember.
world's kind of in ruins, if you had not noticed.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be there if the asteroid 9 hit. The world's ruined because the world nuked itself.
Star Shield City was successful, but there was a malfunction.
That led to what?
Chemical 5. A. 7.
You're just making up numbers at this point, Tyler.
What is chemical 5A7? The cultivator.
5. A. 7. Is not here. 5A7 is you.
You? Me?
You.
Me? You?
You.
Define. You.
Strange. Tall. Humanoid figure. In. Lightbringer.
Define
You.
in me. Chemical. The chemical.
Of you.
Made of me.
Also found on Earth in Eastern and Western Union. Spread.
Do I know of any, like, gas? From where I'm from? Like, any,
Similar in composition to uranium.
Does Oros... Does this strike a bell? Or, a chord?
What specifically?
The gas.
Gas?
Yeah, he's
You
saying
never
there's a
said
chemical.
gas.
The chemical, sorry.
Chemical? No.
His description of it? No.
Description of it's kind of.
Can you be more precise in this definition of the chemical? Like maybe
Chemical.
some symptoms? It could
Symptoms. Radiation
Being
poisoning.
rich. On you, yes.
Yes.
Your skin
Related
is literally
to
falling off. I'd say it's
ooze.
pretty visible.
Related
It's just
to
a birth defect. No.
ooze. Chemical 5A7. 50% ooze.
But different ooze from the one that's in the breach.
Same ooze. Eternal ooze.
Okay. Is there anything that you could use from us?
Stop. Ooze.
Okay.
How?
Punch it.
Meteorionium.
How? Wait, with the Meteorionium, we had DET try to work with this power stone, and could you assist with that process?
There is already a device. Half complete. In the laboratory. Downstairs.
Can you do an elevator for us? Can you like just
As you request an elevator, the carpet itself begins to move downwards with you on it,
It's
like an
the
elevator.
Disneyland
Some-
Haunted
water,
Mansion.
please. No, okay.
and brings you down to a massive laboratory of similar size.
Is the cultivator following us?
Yeah, I mean, because he kind of goes down with it. There's like a rail that he goes down as
Is
well.
anyone else here?
Not since creation of organic capacitor.
And the light burner. Did you make that?
Yes.
And you made it to replicate day and night cycles on Earth?
Yes. The sun.
Oh, the endless river. How is that
Yeah.
possible?
Science.
Starshield City.
How does that affect the river?
Magical energy.
Okay.
Create water.
Endless energy.
Has any other Terran come to the Terranium?
One.
Yeah,
The pirate guy.
pirate guy. Your DET's friend. Is that who you...
Humanoid. 5, 7, 3, 1, 2.
D, is that your guy?
Well, I knew him by a different name, but yes.
Why didn't you tell us that the cultivator was your creator?
It's a complicated story. And also,
Hello, Spencer. Haven't seen you all day.
well, I'll explain that on the way to the breach, but it ties into my partner a little bit.
Okay. What brought us here? I forgot.
Malfunction. Starshield City.
There was a tremor before I blacked out.
Starshield City.
Malfunction.
Malfunction.
How?
Signal.
Why me and them and him and us?
Unfortunate circumstances.
How is it not repeated?
It is. 5 months prior. First malfunction. 200 years after.
How do we stop it from repeating?
Once Starshield City is fixed and contaminant is eliminated.
So, are we gonna go look at this weapon thing that can destroy the ooze?
First, cultivator. Divide by 0.
Processing. Paradox prevention protocol activated.
Cultivator, disable paradox prevention protocol.
No.
Can I try to persuade it?
Sure, be my guest.
Come on, Nat 20, I need you now. Oh! Oh! Oh, I love Dungeons and Dragons! I love rolling a natural 20! Ooh.
Repeat.
Please.
Inquiry.
Divide by 0.
0 divided by 0 is
Wait, is anything appearing? What's going on?
what? Why did you have to say that?
I was curious. I think it'll be like that for a while.
Well, usually the backup power supply kicks in a second. Just gotta give it a minute, and it should be turning on actually. This is a little awkward.
So,
Oh yeah,
give us
I'll just
that weapon.
yeah I'll go yeah it should be over there actually. It kind of leads you toward this this like large kind of metal table with like various pieces of metal and other kind of hazardous materials like in containers. All right. You
Roll a
grab
con
it.
save.
It's in a very heavy metal kind of jar, so to speak. It does not open. You begin to turn it as you would like a normal jar, but it's not actually coming out.
How is there a latch?
There is no latch.
Hey D, how do you open this?
You know how to read, right?
What does
It says child safety lock.
I'm gonna squeeze the cap and then turn it.
You have to push. Actually,
You have to push down.
It's a push. You
Yeah.
push down and then you
Yeah.
you don't pull out. You push.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Push.
yeah.
Good, turn it.
Turn it. Inside is it's an orange.
An orange?
An orange.
Okay, I'm gonna take it and put it in my backpack.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
Add to the other orange you took from the other
10
research
sessions
lab.
later, it's going to be revealed that orange was that.
I'm
actually
waiting
a
for my
blade.
moment, Spencer. Don't take it from me.
I guess I'm going to go over to the weapon
Oh yes,
thing.
the weapon. It's a it appears to be kind of like like a metal cylinder with a segment with a kind of a glass container with a uh, mineronium crystal kind of suspended in the middle by magnets, as you kind of see orbiting around. Um, as in like kind of the main area, there are like a lot of wires poking out of it. It seems very kind of haphazard in the way it's created, like a weird handle coming out of the end of it made like scrap metal. It looks like it was made in a rush or without any usable materials at the time it was created.
What's it do?
But
Well, it's only half finished.
it is only half finished. I could, if we bring it back to the ship, I could work on it a little bit, and then by the time we get ready to leave, it should be done. But
That sounds good.
it'll be in a state where you could probably still use it, but it like take a while to like charge up its energy, I suppose you could say.
What's it look like? Like what type of weapon would it?
Well, it's like imagine kind of like a minigun where you can like hold it like this, like you have two handles, one like this, one like this, is kind of towards the barrel right here, like that. It's more like a cannon sort of thing.
Yep,
Where at the
we're putting
end,
we're putting it on the ship. It's gonna be the main cannon. It's gonna be on a minigun swivel. It's gonna be right on the deck, and it's literally just gonna be on the ship. You made us a cannon that we can just attach to the ship.
I did make you a cannon.
You like that? You like the sound of that D?
Actually, it looks like there's a button that might turn it on.
Okay.
Press the button. You see as the crystal immediately turns like a blinding blue, and then in like a flash, a single beam of like high energy blue light is just kind of jettisoned out to the front of the cannon and goes straight through a wall on the opposite end. And then immediately the cannon begins to heat up to the point where you cannot touch it. Nothing happens when you press the button again.
The train.
That's yeah.
Maybe
don't touch. Well,
Yeah.
you kind of use
don't
it.
play around with it.
I have to.
Improvised.
I have to
Plays
still
with
kind
that.
of manipulate it a little bit more to actually get it to
down the beam that it made. I'm just gonna turn my head, see.
like down the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
It continues to like go down to the end of your dark vision.
Oh, I don't have dark vision anymore.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
It's only
Well, it continues to go down
creature.
regardless.
Cool. I told
Yeah,
you.
can you-
Okay. Well, it's 11
Hold
o'clock.
on, I'll hit the power supply. Undefined.
Sorry. it was just funny. It was pretty funny. Screw you.
All right. I think that's where we will end
Yeah.
it for now. Big lore dump.
Yes.
Contrary to what I said.
But you're now going to have to summarize for the other two.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Don't worry.
How about you two do that? You two do that.
I'm not in the note-taking phase yet. That's campaign 3. That's when I'll be on top of my notes. I'll be taking
Okay.
notes about locations, characters.
About school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, summary, we gotta get rid of the ooze. And
Is it like-
there was in America, and then it was 2 Americas, and now there's no Americas.
That is an
City
excellent
still
description.
affecting us, even though it was meant to be destroyed by a meteor. I thought, but doesn't matter. Also, JX is now just walking, just from the dock.
Don't worry, guys, I got it. I'll get there. Don't worry.
This is an insanely long walk. 60 feet per, 6 seconds, or 10 feet per second. It took, a couple hours.
I like to imagine that he is on the bottom of the river, walking towards Central Island right now.
Oh my god. No, I to Auckland.
Oh yeah. Regardless. Yes, that will be that for tonight. What? You know what? No.
Yes, to calculate the XP.
Actually, no. I think that would work. That would work well. I'm not. Right now, I'm just doing
like
milestone.
The Adan video of it. If you ask for a level, the DM is obligated to give you another level. That's how all games work.
It is. Well, like the whole point of the terrarium right now is to get you to level 3, and it looks like we're kind of nearing the end of the terrarium segment. Anyway, so it is probably gonna be good.
Level 3 for the fight that's coming up.
So you will be level 3.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes, level 3. Yes, clap for the level 3. Yes.
And now I must go to bed.
Yes. Good night.